hit go live, and we are so live.
Yes, we are also so live. Hi everyone, it's me, Lance.
And it's
Anna.
me, Anna. Hello.
We're in the last little bit of our Pokemon tier list here. There is about 100 and less than 150 Pokemon, I think. 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 47, 48, 49, 50. So there's like 153 Pokemon left.
That is a decent chunk, but wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, Gen 1 Plus.
Gen 1 Premium.
Yes, Gen 1 Premium. We'll be ranking Hisui and Paldea today. And would you like to explain the tier list, Anna?
Yeah, give me 1 sec to drink some water. So, our top tier, we have Would Commit AZ for. These are Pokemon that are the creme de la creme, the best of the best. We would protect them, we will love them forever, and they can do whatever they want. Treats on Command. These are Pokemon that are also pretty good. They walk up to us, they give us, they walk up to us, we give them a treat. And they can do whatever they want. They're not perfect little babies, but they are so close. We got Top Manners. These are Pokemon. They're still pretty good. You know, we let them inside. We give them treats, but they need to know some manners. So, like Darumaka, we need to teach them not to sneeze and cause a bunch of fires. Outside pet, they're either too big or they would want to be outside. So there's lots of birds, lots of fish. We still love them. They need to be outside for one reason or another. Put them to work. These are Pokemon that either want to work or would be good to have work. We've got a lot of gym bros. We got some delivery Pokemon, things like that. Don't worry about being not afraid. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. These are Pokemon that are dangerous, or just they don't want to be around people. We leave them alone. And then there's Slugma Pokemon that are awful, terrible things that we don't want to be around, they don't want to be around us, or some exceptions where they shouldn't exist. They are suffering, and that Slugma is going to help them. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's start off with the Weirdeer.
The Weirdeer?
Weirdeer. Hold on, let's pull up a Pokedex. Put a Pokedex. Okay, so Weirdeer, we know from... What was that game called again? Arceus, Legends Arceus?
Yeah, Legends Arceus.
It evolves from a Standler. It's a normal psychic type, and it just, helps us ride around. The dex entries for it is the black orb that shines with an uncanny light when a Pokemon is erecting invisible barriers. The fur sheds from its beard, retains heat, and is highly used as material for winter clothing. All in all, the Weirdeer doesn't really do much. It helps you out as a ride Pokemon, but in the wild, they don't really just, mess with people.
Yeah, from what I understood from Legends Arceus, they like helping people.
But they're also, choosy about helping people, these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, going with a Stantler with it as well. I think it'd be fine as an outside pet.
Probably. It's like all the other deer, horse Pokemon. They don't really want to be inside. They want a free-range roam. But this is a good boy. This is definitely a good boy. I'll put it up with the other antler deers.
We'll put him right next to Blitzel. I think they'd be friends.
I think
Next
so
to
too.
the Giraffe Rig.
The giraffe. It's a giraffe.
It's a giraffe. I am worried about Cleavor, though.
I don't think Cleavor is a good thing to have around. That thing was like a menace to begin with, and it is hyper aggressive based on its design and what it comes from.
Yeah. It is a rough, crude, and violent sort. It swings around its large, heavy stone axes to finish off its prey.
It's very rough and violent. A violent creature that fells towering trees with its crude axes and shields itself with hard stone. If one should chance upon this Pokemon in the wilds, their only recourse is to flee. I guess it goes right back where it came from. Because I don't really want to be around an axe-toting, the hash-slinging slasher.
I don't think it's as big of a threat as Groudon or Kyogre or all that, so I'm gonna put him a little higher up. But still, he's a little dangerous.
It's kind of like meeting a bear in the wild, except the bear has axes for arms and is covered in stone.
Yeah. Still a threat, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of slow, so probably run away from it.
Let's check its speed stat. It's 85. It's actually moderately fast.
Well, from what I understand is speed stat isn't necessarily how fast a Pokemon can move, it's how fast it can react.
Oh, true.
So, either
that's why the Purugly is faster than Latios or something.
Yeah, because it has large, heavy stone axes, and its animations, it looks like it's kind of struggling to swing them around at times. So.
Yes.
Either
I missed
way.
my segue.
Oh no.
I was talking about like the rock bears, and now we have a bear.
Speaking of which, do you want to do Blood Moon and regular Ursaluna next to each other? Because they're not next to each other on the list.
I don't see regular Ursaluna. Am I blind?
Regular Ursaluna should be the next one, and then Blood Moon is down near the bottom.
Blood Moon's down near the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay, yeah, we'll do those two then.
Okay.
That's interesting though, because regular Ursaluna is a physical attacker, and then like Blood Moon is a special attacker.
Yeah. It is interesting that Blood Moon has lower HP.
I mean, it's already scarred up.
That's fair.
Which kind of makes sense.
Is
there a dex entry for regular Ursaluna?
Huh. They have different stat totals. Anyways, it looks like there's just Legends Arceus for regular, and then Blood Moon for Scarlet and Violet.
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't really say anything too much about the Ursaluna. It just is able to manipulate heat and lives in swampy terrain. But I'm guessing if it's living in swampy terrain, it doesn't really want to be bothered.
It says that the ancient hero befriended Ursaluna. The one that we ride is a descendant of that, beloved by the people of the Hisui region along with the other ride and noble Pokemon.
So the Ursaluna is chill, but I think the Blood Moon Ursaluna probably isn't chill.
Yeah. Regular, I'm just gonna have as an outside pet. I think I'm gonna put it pretty high, though. I really like it.
Oh yeah, it was a very good ride Pokemon as well. It would sniff out treats for you. Little goodies on the floor.
How big is it? Yeah, it's almost 8 feet tall.
It's a big old bear. Oh, it's probably as big as a mammal swine.
Yeah, the Blood Moon Ursaluna, it doesn't seem to be aggressive. It just gets scared by the camera flash. So is it also an outside pet then? I feel like I think it's also an outside pet.
It is a little spooky though. I don't think I'd like to see it in the middle of the night.
It can see in the dark with its spooky eye. But chances are I'd be asleep during the night when it's awake. So
That's fair.
it's just a big old teddy bear. Put some marshmallows on the end of its claws so it can't scratch you.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I will put it next to the Ursaluna then. And if it wants to come in for a little snack, it can just like leave scratch marks on the floor, and I will remember to bring it a nice old Magikarp.
Mm-hmm.
Now the We Are Many Basculegion. What a spooker. Clads itself in the souls of its comrades that perish before fulfilling their goal of journeying upstream. No other species throughout the Hisui rivers is Basculegion's equal. I mean, that's kind of noble, but also spooky.
It is very strong. Why? Oh, yeah, I guess that does answer it. I was about to say, why does it become part ghost type, but it's because it's has the souls of its comrades.
Yeah.
This Pokemon is cloaked in the souls of its comrades who perished during a punching journey to the river of their birth. Oh, but then also, it's tinged red by the rage of its fallen friends.
Also, the red one's male and the white one's female.
Yeah.
It can inflict the target with terrifying illusions under its control, but deeper the sadness of its friends' souls, the paler the Basculegion becomes.
Well, that's just kind of sad.
I think these fish are probably very vital, because if we don't have Basculegion, then we're probably going to get something worse.
Yeah, they're also massive. 9 foot
fish.
10.
That's a huge fish.
I think the female one can have it as an outside pet. The male, I'm hesitant to do so.
I mean, the male fish is angry, but it's still a fish. I'm sure it doesn't want to throw hands perpetually, unless it's like super raged out. You know, it's probably more like... Okay, so, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
The female one is like a sad fish, but the red one is like a Gyarados in fish form.
Mm-hmm.
So we can probably put the female ones in outside pets in the fish pond.
And the male in put it back. I would feel bad though, because that's kind of sexist
Yeah, they
and
should be together.
speciesist. Yeah. I think my prevailing thought is if they are together, they can help
Mellow each
maintain
other
the
out?
others. Yeah, maintain each other's emotions.
Yeah, I will put them together near the bottom of the fish list.
Oh, I want at the top. I think they're really cool.
I don't know. I think nothing really beats Relicanth and Finneon for me. Those two are kind of like the best fish. And then the Mola Mola. The Mola Mola is kind of interesting. Do you want to grab the Hisuian Sneasel?
Yeah, where is it? Oh, there it is. Why is it in such a weird spot? Oh, there's also Hisui Basculin.
Oh, there's a Hisui and Basculin?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this guy?
It's the white stripe.
I see it. Let's put that up as well. Where is its dex entry? I don't think it's any different from the normal Basculin, except they're from Hisui.
Oh. Though it differs from other Basculin in several respects, including demeanor, this one is gentle.
Oh, that's not bad at all. I am going to put it...
Yeah. The white stripe ones, they just vibe. They're just chill.
I'll put next to the Feebas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool looking fish.
It gets to hang out with mom and dad. Because, yeah, the red and blue stripe ones, they're vicious, they're mean.
But they're always fighting each other.
Yeah. So...
Let's, I think we should check out Sneasel first.
Yeah.
The Hisuian Sneasel. Its sturdy, curved claws are ideal for traversing cliffs. From the tips of these claws drips venom that that messes with the nerves of the prey it's caught in its grips. I mean, they're not super mean or anything.
In Legends Arceus, for regular, it says, this one is spiteful in personality. So,
it's spiteful?
But that's the regular one. And it says it's unlike the Hisuian one. So I think the Hisuian one is fine. It has been observed that Hisuian Sneasel lacks the spitefulness of its Johtonian counterpart, and has been theorized that the differences in their environments account for the differing personalities.
So Hisuian Sneasel is a friend, except it's got poisonous claws, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
I'm bringing it all the way to top manners, because I would not like it to drip poison everywhere. You do not beat the Spinda, though. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It's so cute. It's so sassy and cute.
I don't think it's cuter than Misdreavus for me, but it's pretty close, so it'll be right next to Misdreavus.
Yeah, it'll be second in top matters for me. Spinda's first. Spinda's just too goofy. And then we have Sneasler, the full-on woman that laughs at you.
Yeah.
It's a bipedal Pokemon that resembles both a cat and a weasel. Its dark gray body has purple accents around its face and ankles. Its fur is no longer on its shoulders. It has long arms to extend above its ankles. Yep. Sneasler's evolution is a result of Hisuian Sneasler adapting to life in the cliffside in the frozen highlands of Hisui. Despite Sneasler's lanky build, it possesses great strength, owing to its vivid claws. That's a lot more. Special Sneasler is worshipped in... Okay. This Sneasler is known to assist humans, so we know that Sneasler can help people because it likes to sometimes.
Yeah.
Because of Sneasler's virulent poison and daunting physical prowess, no other species can hope to best it in the frozen highlands. Preferring solitude, this Pokemon does not form packs.
It almost seems like it would want to be left alone as an outside pet.
Probably outside pet. It likes to help people sometimes. So I'm sure if it wants to come around, it'll come around. Though it's probably an outside pet.
But it has to be on its own terms.
Yeah, it's like a really not needy cat.
Yeah.
It's 4 feet tall, but you can get Sneaslers that are like 8 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it like top manners, so it could I don't know, open the doors whenever it wants. I'll give it a key. You can have a key. You can have a key.
You know what? That's fair.
The Sneasler can have a key.
We gotta grab the Hisuian Quillfish.
Well, there's Overquill. I don't think we want anything to do with the Hisuian Quillfish. These things look dangerous, volatile, angry.
Fishers detest this troublesome Pokemon because it sprays poison from its spines.
Yeah, that's troublesome. I'm gonna put it back. This thing is an actual puffer fish with an attitude.
Yeah, I think it's mean. It gets to go back.
The Overfish should be even worse, though. It looks like a deep sea mine.
Yeah. Quick tangent, I promise. There is a Pokemon ROM hack called Pokemon Snakewood, where it's just like a zombie-themed thing. Let's see. And in it, they gave an evolution to Quillfish called Quill Shark. And, you know, this was an earlier ROM hack, so kinda basic designs. But, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. And then we got Overquill.
Yeah, and then we got Overquill.
Yeah, Overquill,
Overquill.
ferocious and a short temper.
It's nicknamed the Sea Fiend. It slurps up poison to nourish itself, and I'm pretty sure it uses it to spit at people as well. You can go all the way back. You can go sit next to the spooky ghost tentacle Pokemon fish thing. So I see now. It put all the original Hisui Pokemon first, and then Enamorous, and then the variants after that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I really don't like Enamorough's form. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't really like the card.
I don't either.
It is kind of
when it
neat
flies-
that the pony, the tail thing, becomes a heart, but
And it's also a turtle.
When it
flies to this land across the sea, its bitter winter comes to an end. According to legend, this Pokemon loves to give rise to a bubbly, fresh life across the Hisui. And then in its turtle form, a different guise to the feminine human form, from the clouds it descends upon the land and treats any form of life. It descends upon the lands to those who treat any form of life with disrespect, with wrath. So it's a defender. This is generally a good Pokemon with a good personality. It just looks really strange.
I think I'm gonna say outside pet. Where did I put the other genies?
I know you had to put some in back because they were like baddies. Or no, they caused trouble. One of them you put in the somewhere nice. I know one of them is somewhere weird. I can't find them either. There's like over 1,000 Pokemon here.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you there for right now.
I feel like you'd be really good friends with Altaria, but I really don't want to put it that high in Treats in Command. Oh, I found it. Yeah, I put one of the genies at like the bottom of Treats in Command with Nebby. I'll put it there.
Oh yeah, there's Landorus.
Landorus. Landorus is a good guy.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine to put it
Doesn't cause
there.
any problems. Put next to Landorus.
There you go.
And
now
we'll
everyone's
do
happy.
Some more variants.
The Growlithe reminds me of my dog Bubba. He had really long hair that always covered his eyes.
Oh, the gold Bajork. They patrol their territory in pairs, and I believe the igneous rock component of their fur of this species are the result of volcanic activity in the habitat. So they're just Borkers. They're good old Borkers.
They make Ann Big Steppy.
Let's make Ann Big Steppy. Where's normal Growlithe? They would be bestest of friends. If I can find normal Growlithe. There it is. It's really low on my Treats in Command, but I just can't be bothered to rearrange them at this moment.
Yeah. They look like good dogs. They
definitely are good dogs.
They take longer to bond with because they have lived away from humans for so long. But it's still saying that they will bond with people.
That's true, yeah. I mean, there was the lady who tended to the Guardians, and those two buppers were just following her around like almost all the time.
Oh, there's Growlithe. There you go. You get a friend now. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Ugh.
It is early in the morning. It's okay. I'm doing it too.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute my microphone for a sec.
While she's doing that, we also now have the Hisuian Arcanine. It snaps at its foes with its fangs cloaked in blazing flame. Despite its bulk, it defiantly fends every which way, leading its opponents on a merry chase as it dances all around them. So, as like ferocious and fighting capable as the Hisuian Arcanine is, it also does love to play. It is also just a really big dog.
It's just a big dog.
Hisuian Arcanine is slightly bigger than normal Arcanine. Normal Arcanine is like 6'3". Hisuian is 6'7". These guys are big.
That's just a lap dog.
Can you imagine one of these dogs just like flopping on you?
And I would welcome it.
And you just get fur everywhere, and it'd be so warm and fuzzy, and they just like sit there on you, panting and being a happy, good boy or girl.
Happy dog.
Happy dog. Hey, good morning, Hagami. Welcome.
Good morning. Multiple messages. Oh, that's the bot finally pinging. Okay.
Electrode, the fastest thing on Earth. Sorry, not Electrode.
Voltorb.
Voltorb. I still always get like concerned because these things have the highest speed stat like ever. Well, not ever, but you know, some of the highest speed stats ever.
An enigmatic Pokemon that happens to bear a resemblance to a Pokeball. When excited, it discharges the electric current it has stored in its belly, then lets out a great uproarious laugh.
Yep. They do show up in rare.
Oh.
So be sure you're checking the rare ins and using that.
Oh, joy. It seems like Voltorb just wants to vibe and hang out.
I think this Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb specifically, is a lot less angry and pessimistic and wants to throw hands, metaphysical hands, as the normal Voltorb. Like, look at its eyes. Its eyes look much less angry than normal Voltorb, if I can find normal Voltorb.
It looks almost happy.
It looks almost happy. I'll put them like next to each other and you can see. Definitely. So I think normal Voltorb can go outside with the rocks.
It might do a little exploding, but you know, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's made of wood. If it explodes, then it's just gone. So I'm sure its explosions are not super explodey.
Yeah, and then it laughs. Electrode, though, it doesn't say much. The tissue on the surface of its body is curiously similar in composition to an apricorn. When irritated, this Pokemon lets loose an electric current equal to 20 lightning bolts. So when it's irritated, it does that. But aside from that, it seems fine.
I think we can just put it as an outside pet as well.
Yeah.
But the reason we put Electrode and Voltorb in the put it back is because of their explosions. But those guys will explode super violently. These guys probably less violently.
They're just vibing. Typhlosion, one of the best starters ever.
Typhlosion?
Oh, it's shorter than its Jotonian counterpart.
Well, it is slouching.
That is fair.
Said to purify the lost, forsaken souls with its flames and guides into the afterlife, it is believed its form has been influenced by the energy of the sacred mountain of the towering Hisuian center.
I mean, to me, it just sounds like it's chill. It has a job.
It does have a job.
So, you're chill. I like you.
Oh, okay, so Hisuian Typhlosion has graceful, refined movements, and a gentler, more pacifistic nature compared to Jotonian Typhlosion. It can often be seen staring into space. It's assumed that Hisuian Typhlosion does this as it looks at the life flow energy and searches for wayward spirits and lost souls to eat.
Oh,
it eats them. It's believed that Hisuian Typhlosion parasites spirits with its flames as it eats them before it guides them back to the afterlife, where they belong. Despite its peaceful nature, Hisuian Typhlosion can lose control of its emotion, which when significantly angers, can unleash ghost flames that can incinerate opponents until nothing remains. Cool. So it's chill until it's not chill, but it's usually chill. It's very chill.
It can emit a total of 108 ghost flames from the spots on its neck. That's... Is Spiritomb Typhlosion?
I think Spiritomb is probably when Typhlosion said enough is enough. And it released its Ghost Flame necklace. Like, it probably split off from Typhlosion. I don't think it is Typhlosion, it probably split off from Typhlosion.
That is...
Like how a Ninjask and Shedinja are a thing, you know?
Yeah. That is interesting. I'll look more into that later. Yeah, I'm gonna put Hisui and Typhlosion at top of Put Them to Work. Because it seems like when it eats them, it's doing its job. It eats them to purify it and bring it to the afterlife.
You know what? That's true. I was gonna put it into top manners so it could like just come and go as it pleases.
Yeah, I mean, it's always welcome. That's why it's at the top of Put It to Work. Did I just get a message from my doctor?
No, it's Samurott.
Don't seem like it. Samurott. I like regular Samurott. Don't know much about Hisuian. Hard of Heart and Deft of Blade, this rare form of Samurott is a product of the Pokemon's evolution in the region of Hisui. Its turbulent blows crash into foes like ceaseless pounding waves. Hard of Heart.
What does Heart of Heart mean?
Heart of Heart.
Oh,
someone
lacking
who is...
in Sorry, you go ahead.
Someone who is insensitive, unfeeling, and lacks compassion or empathy for others. Can be used to describe someone who is cold, cruel, or lacking in sympathy. Huh.
It's pretty much the fighter.
The fighter. I mean...
It's hard to say. There's not too much to go on this dex entry.
I'm gonna say just outside pet. Just let it do what it wants. Although...
Near the...
It's a hard decision.
I mean,
there's
it's
tornadoes.
still... Like, if you'd have a Oshawott from the... You know, from raising it from a child, I'm sure, although it's Heart of Heart to its foes, it might be softer to you.
Yeah. Or at least
So I'm
we can
gonna leave it
hope.
near the bottom of outside pet, next to Typhlosion, next to normal Typhlosion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Hisuian Lilligant. This Pokemon was my first shiny in Pokerogue.
Oh, that's cool.
Unfortunately, it constantly gets stomped, even though it has Thunderous Kick.
Well, that's why you need the speed stat.
Yeah.
I'm sure it can learn something like Quiver Dance or something.
It gets Victory Dance, which is
Victory Dance, yeah.
the physical version of Quiver Dance. But even that, it's just very squishy.
Yeah,
It's
so
fun
you
to
just
use.
need to outspeed.
Yeah.
I mean, with base 105 speed, it's not that slow either. So you just need to like make sure it hits harder, faster. First.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
I suspect that its well-developed legs are the result of a life spent on mountains covered in deep snow. The scent it exudes from its flower crown heartens those in proximity.
I think it's really nice. I think
Yeah.
it deserves to be with where the normal little grunt is. Like, they're both dancers, they're both good little fellas, except Hisui and Little Grunt is much taller.
Mm-hmm.
All the way it treats in command. It can have as much sunlight as it wants.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
That
it's not much
photosynthesis
taller.
Hmm?
Normal Little Grunt is 3'7", Hisui and Little Grunt is 3'11". They're not that much taller.
I feel like it just looks like it's taller because it doesn't have all the petals covering its legs.
True.
We like Hisui and Lilligant. We like Lilligant.
I do like his... Lilligant is a great Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. The sad pupper.
Oh, yes, sad pupper.
Oh, hello, Fibajo. A once departed soul returned to life in Hisui. Derives power from resentment, which rises as energy atop its head and takes on the forms of foes. In this way, Zoro vents lingering malice. Poor little baby.
Poor little baby. The thing is, like, these things, when you find them in the wild, they're always living alone.
Mm-hmm. They're
like,
always
there's
so
no other
sad.
Pokemon around them.
They look so sad. I want to take them home and give them love.
I think I can put them at, like, the bottom of Treats on Command.
Yeah.
Regardless of it being filled with malice or not. It just needs a hug. It just needs a little hug.
A hug.
It just needs a hug.
I'll put you... You know
Put
what?
next to other
Oshawott
puppies.
is offering a hug, so that works out perfectly.
Oh, it's true. Oshawott is offering a hug.
Alright, Zoroark. I've always thought that the design for Hisui and Zoroark was really cool, especially the shiny.
It is a very nice design compared to like normal Zoroark, where it has like everything's braided and matte back. This one is all flowy and very yokai-esque. I can hear the yo kind of thing resonating from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the purple of the shiny is just immaculate.
With its disheveled white fur, it looks like the embodiment of death. Heedless of its own safety, Zoroark's attack its nemesis with bitter energy so intense it lacerates Zoroark's own body. That's unfortunate.
Let's see.
Okay, so Hisui and Zoroark can be compassionate to those it cares about, such as Hisui and Zoroark, and will become an invaluable ally once it earns its trust. Hisui and Zoroark prefers to reside in cold areas where it lingers onto. Unlike the Univarian Zoroark, it can make illusions of talking humans to the point of easily fooling anyone to get food. So these things, they need to trust you. You have to like give them a serious amount of trust for them to actually like be okay being around you.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a feral cat.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put you pretty high up on Treats and Command. I'll put it next to the normal Zoroark. You know what? I'll just move the Hisui and Zoroark next to the normal Zoroark as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put these guys next to each other. Hisui and Zorua next to the regular Zorua.
Yeah,
And then
so
Zoroark.
I'm sure these guys have like dog-cat tendencies where if you just like, if they love you enough, they won't be a problem at all.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sorry, where if you love them enough, they'll love you enough to where they won't be a problem at all.
Yeah. Braviary. Big bird.
Braviary? It is a big bird.
Oh.
This one's spooky.
Screaming a blood-curdling battle cry, this huge and ferocious bird Pokemon goes out on the hunt. It blasts lakes with shockwaves and scoops up any prey that float to the water's surface.
I think it just sounds like what it does for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, so unlike Univerian counterparts, Hisui and Bravery prefer to live alone instead of in flocks, and they travel north during the winter. Like boost, their
Oh, it travels
warship.
to Hisui from the north. I was trying to figure out why would it go someplace colder in the winter?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Um,
That's pretty interesting. I don't think they're too much of a menace. They aren't really a menace. They sound like a menace, but they're not a menace.
yeah, I think they just vibe, so I'd probably just have it as an outside pet.
Go with the other birds.
Mm-hmm.
I can put it next to the normal braviary if I can find it. There it is.
Where did I... Oh, there's Braviary. Okay. Cool. Let's see, who's next on the list? Sliggoo!
Sliggoo, I love Gudra and all of its assortments.
Mm-hmm. It looks so happy and silly.
So silly.
A creature given to melancholy. I suspect its metallic shell developed as a result of the mucus on its skin reacting with the iron in Hisui's water.
When Hisuian Sliggoo wants to move quickly, it tucks its body into its shell, positions itself vertically on the ground, and then rolls itself away. It can also use its shell to float on water. It's theorized that the shell was the iron-rich Sliggoo can be found in marshlands near water. It has been seen in Kitakami during rare mass outbreaks. I think it's okay. So where I can't touch a normal Sliggoo, I can totally touch a Hisuian Sliggoo.
Yeah, seems that way.
Where did I put you? I put you like really high on top manners, but I can touch the Hisuian Sliggoo, so I'm gonna put it in treats on command.
A little boop on the snoot.
You know, a boop on the snoot. It'll just like slither out of its little shell, and I'm gonna boop it on the snoot.
Oh, hey, Gudra.
Pass the Winkle test.
Mm-hmm. Hisuian Sliggoo goes next to Hisuian or regular Gudra. Oops. And then
That's a good point.
regular Gudra.
And then Hisuian Gudra. It has droopy gray eyes and a thinner body, longer horns. Yes, I can see that. Control the hardness of its shell. Form shins and arms, metallic gray slime. Gudra. Okay, Hisuian Gudra has a clingy disposition and hates being alone. It will become angry and run a riot if its closest companion leaves its side. So it's just always going to be around you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
It can
cute.
come with me to the store. It could sleep with me at like the foot of my bed or on my bed. I don't know. It can have breakfast at the table.
Gets a nice bowl of water while I have a bowl of cereal.
It is like 800 pounds though, so be careful if it like decides to lay on you.
It could rest its head. I assume most of the weight comes from the shell.
Probably from the shell.
Because it is a bit smaller than regular Gudra, which also might just be because it's hunched over because of the shell. But it weighs more than twice as much, so it has to be from the shell.
Definitely.
Avalug.
What's next? Is it Avalug?
Avalug.
I think Avalugs are big, aren't they? Oh, this one's smaller.
It's 4'7" and it's half the weight.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have the ice on it yet.
That is true.
I think these guys also vibe. This Pokemon barrels along steep mountain paths, cleaving through the deep snow. I'm sure these guys also just vibe with the Bergmites, so I can put them next to the other Avalug and the Bergmites.
Let's see. Yeah, they're rather docile.
Silly little guys. They're just a big old pet rock.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll put it next to the other Avalug.
And then we have the Hisuian Decidui.
I don't know how I feel about Hisuian Decidui.
I like normal Decidui a lot. Hisuian Decidui, like the fighting type, kind of just makes it less elegant.
Yeah.
It can be stalwart, has a fierce personality, although it tolerates those who do not act hostile towards it. It has a nomadic lifestyle, wandering Hisui in search of food. Unlike its alone counterpart, it prefers to fight at close range in order to overwhelm its enemies and deliver powerful kicks. Hisuian Decidui's signature strategy is to fly at its foes and unleash kicks. Okay, cool. So it's got a stalwart, fierce personality, but it's not a meanie. It's just a tsundere.
Yeah, I'm thinking just outside pet. If it likes to be a nomad, then I will let it do it. It will always have a place to come home to.
Very true. Yeah, I'll put it next to the other birds. Although it doesn't, like, fly, it'll probably just, like, walk around like an ostrich or something.
It'll just run like, Hisuian Zapdos, or Galarian Zapdos.
Yes, Galarian Zapdos. It'll run. It's gonna race everything on its powerful legs.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, Weed Cat.
Weed Cat, finally on a Paldea. Weed Cat, I don't even need to read its next entry. It is a cutie, and apparently when it needs stuff, it emits like a scent from its paws that makes you happy or can mind control you somehow.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
so it's gonna go right to the top.
I fell in love with it. I would commit AZ for this.
Very fair. I'm putting it there too. I'm gonna put it above the Dedenne. Yeah, above the Dedenne. No. Next to Chikorita. Honestly, it's like one of my favorite grass Pokemon in a long time.
It really is. It is like one of the best grass type Pokemon they have ever made. Florgato is interesting to me. Whenever I think of Florgato, I think of the guy that makes the YouTube shorts of Florgato in VR chat.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh, okay. If you look at the Pokemon, or the Florgato's Bulbapedia, there's a picture in the anime of Florgato's, like, just fluffy tussle, neck tussle thing.
Let me see. From Pokemon Horizons, yeah.
Yeah, from Pokemon Horizons.
It looks so fluffy.
It is fluffy. He's just tall. He's not that tall either. He's like 3 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Florgato is intelligent and dexterous, and it's mischievous and likes to show off, desiring the attention and companionship of others. If its trainer refuses to give it attention, Florgato may misbehave by pulling pranks, such as tying its trainer while they're sleeping. So it's a cat. It's a bipedal cat that wants your attention all the time, and I will give it my attention almost all the time.
It is a cat.
It's a cat.
Hey, Mom, check out this cool yo-yo trick I learned.
Good job, my boy. I'm gonna put it next to, like, Esper, above Esper.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in Treats on Command. I don't love it as much, but it is still pretty great.
There's an artist that does a lot of, like, Evolution and Meowscarada, Florgato, Sprigatito animations. I will show you later, but they are really good. It's very cute.
Sounds good. Also, I just noticed this about Meowscarada. If you look at the inside of the cape, you can see a leaf pattern.
Oh, yeah, you can see the leaf veins on the inside of the cape. That's interesting.
I do really like Meowscarada. It is a bit more humanoid than I expected. But I still think it's pretty good.
I think I'll still put it in Treats in Command. It's not as buff as Incineroar, where it intimidates me. This still has like the slenderness of a cat, where I can just like probably pick it up. I could probably tuck it under my arm, carry it around.
Meowscarada has a proud, showy personality. However, it is also sensitive and prone to jealousy. It can often be very attached to its trainer, and it will become upset if its trainer gives attention to other Pokemon.
Oh no. I guess we only had the Meowscarada then.
Oh no.
It's okay. I'll still give it Treats in Command.
Absolutely. Let's see.
I will put you next to the Zoroark. I'll put it next to...
Pretty high up. Yeah, I'll put you
high.
right there. You're on that top shelf.
It is a top shelf. Hey, how do you feel about Fuecoco, the little bitey boy?
It didn't really wow me as much as the others. Although I think I might have just gotten enamored with Meowscarada and Sprigatito.
You know what? True. Meowscarada Sprigatito is like super, super cute. Fuecoco is also like a cute little fella, but it just with the Sprigatito line, I just couldn't.
Oh. It doesn't have hair on top of its head.
What is it then?
Its flame sac is small, so energy is always leaking out. This energy is released from the dent atop Fuecoco's head and flickers to and fro.
Oh. That's interesting.
Or it might be hair, and that's just how it comes out. He looks so derpy. Who put the craft single on his chest?
Yeah, who put the craft single on his chest? He can have treats whenever he wants, little guy.
Yeah, I think I can give him treats as well. He just vibes.
Just vibes.
Let's see. I don't know if I'd put him too terribly high up. I'll put you right there. Whew. Wait. I kind of want to.
I got him in like
higher.
the bottom fourth of Treats on Command, next to Mawile.
Yeah, I might put him a little lower, but for now, I think he's in a good spot. Crocalor is weird to me, though.
I agree. He's not a bad guy, though.
He's not a bad guy, he just looks strange. The combination of Crocalor's fire energy and overflowing vitality has caused an egg-shaped fireball to appear on the Pokemon's head. It is also kind of weird that if you look at it closely from Scarlet and Violet... Oh, no, I guess that is a scale pattern. It almost looked like fur, and it's a crocodile.
On its head?
On its body.
Oh, on its body.
Like how in Scarlet and Violet they gave all the Pokemon new textures.
Yeah.
The render makes it look shiny, and then in-game, I guess you can kind of see the scales. But from a distance, it looks like fur.
I'm really hoping on the Switch 2, this looks better. Which I will be getting in how many weeks? 1, 2, 3 weeks?
I forgot that it was coming out so soon. I'm probably not going to be able to get it anytime soon.
It's like 700 buckaroos, my guy.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
I could have gotten a PS5.
Yeah.
I think I can afford to put Crocalor at the bottom of Treats in Command. Like, I know it's a good guy, and I know it's gonna show affection and be like cutesy, but it's not as cute as I want it to be.
I put it in top manners next to Totodile.
What's the guy's name? Chespin's middle form?
Quilladin.
It's
Quilladin.
just like Quilladin. It's exactly like Quilladin. It's got the same vibe as Quilladin.
Yeah, I can see that. Hello, pockets for monsters.
It's got yeah.
Have you seen all of the comics of Totodile and Fuecoco together?
I haven't, but I've seen a lot of them where they're just like running around each other and like biting each other's tails for fun.
Please put Stunfisk in S. Unfortunately, Stunfisk is in the Slugmas Rurally tier. He is bottom tier.
Stunfisk is horrible. I hate it.
It is.
I hate both of them.
It's mean and it's stinky. I mean,
It wants to cause problems.
This is also a tier list of how we see that they would be as pets. So,
unless your ideal like time of having fun is having a bunch of Stunfists lie in wait to like snap at people's feet as they walk by your property, Stunfist belongs in the Slugmas Swirly.
Yeah. How do you feel about Skeledirge?
It's honestly a pretty cool design.
It is a very interesting design. It seems like it just wants to sing.
It has a meddlesome but caring personality. Its singing is gentle but powerful, full of vitality, capable of soothing the souls of all who hear it. So he's also not a bad guy. He likes to like cause a little trouble, but he loves people. So he'll do trouble, but it's not gonna like hurt you or anything.
Yeah. I think I'm
Probably
gonna put
like-
him in top manners just because I don't want him singing all the time.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll put him pretty high in top manners. Thanks to the Volcarona, I guess.
Yeah. Where did... Oh, there's Pinsir. We put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Because they're mean.
Pinsir?
Pinsir.
Oh, yeah. Pinsir. Yes.
Yeah.
Pinsir. Pinsir is diabolical.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I apologize. I will be right back.
Okay, I guess you're stuck with me, chat.
Babe, do you want to rate Quaxley?
What? No. I'm just gonna be mean to the tiny child.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I will be right back.
Well,
Oh, chat, behave.
yes, chat, behave. Now I have to go over there and see what you guys are talking about.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm alright, you?
I'm doing great. So the bird, I don't want to be mean to the bird. What do you think of the bird?
I think the bird just wants to have fun. He
Why-
doesn't really, like, he just wants to have fun. He just wants to make his hair look good and have fun.
Why is it like 4/5 male?
All starters are like 4/5 male.
Really?
That's just how it is. Yeah,
Oh.
almost all starters.
Okay, I
So
didn't
it's not
know
just
that.
like a Quaxley thing. It's like almost all starters. Even Eevee's is like 4/5 male.
What's it? This Pokemon migrated to Paldea from distant lands long ago. The gel secreted by its feathers repels water and grime. Its strong legs let it easily swim around in even fast-flowing rivers. It likes to keep things tidy and is prone to overthinking things.
So it's like any person with what's that word looking for? It starts with an A.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's just like any anxious person. Overly anxious person.
Anxiety.
Yes,
So-
anxiety. That's the word.
So give it a job. Well, it's not an outside pet because it would cry.
I think you could like teach it manners because you know it's gonna try and clean up stuff, and there's some things that you don't want it to clean up.
God. Okay, I'm putting it at the bottom of top manners so that she can put it wherever she wants.
Move it around later.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we have the awkward teenage phase for some reason. Quaxwell. These Pokemon constantly run through shallow waters to train their legs, then compete with each other to see which of them kicks most gracefully. The hard-working Quaxwell observes Pokemon and people from various regions and incorporates their movements into its own dance routine. So this one doesn't want to live at home.
No, they also have serious stoic personalities and known for their to be temperamental.
So this is an outside pet.
It is an outside pet. It's gonna go outside so it can train its legs for competitions and I guess trying to find the best. Hold on, what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna try and find the best Pokemon, the flying or water one egg groups to woo.
Oh, I don't like that concept. That's scary. I don't like the almost human bird trying to breed with birds.
Well, let's see what's in the fly. Like while we're here, water one egg group consists of Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Politoed, Poliwrath, Mantine, Clamperl, Huntail, Gorbis, Typole, Pillipad, Simisode, Froakie, Frogger, Greninja, Marini, Togepex, Puka, Muku, Tadpole, Bellybolt. That is the water one egg group. That's wacky. I didn't expect Clamperl to be in there. Flying egg group consists of literally all the birds.
Bird.
Bam,
bam, bam.
Oh, this and another egg group. So, let's see. Togetic is in there. Wingull, Swablu, Altaria, Zubat, Archon, Archeodops, Ducklet makes sense. Swanna makes sense. Halucha, Noivern, Camerupt, Sirfetch'd, and Wattrill in Kilowattrill. That's something.
These people terrify me. So we put Quaxwell at the bottom of outside pet because he wants to go kick things. Alright, and last but certainly least, we have Quackavall. A single kick from a Quackavall can send a truck rolling. This Pokemon uses its powerful legs to perform striking dances from far-off lands. Dancing in ways that evoke faraway places, this Pokemon mesmerizes all that sees it. Flourishes of its decorative water feathers slice into its foes.
I think I know exactly where Anna would put this, and where I would put this too.
Okay.
It's probably put it to work.
I want to put it in Slugma Swirly, but yeah, we can do that one.
You put it to work because it's going to be either a dance instructor or it's going to teach Zumba at your local gym class.
You got the
Am I wrong?
No. Hold on. So you have the super young ones, the whatever they're called, cleaning up the gym. Then you have the middle stages all training in their like submerged treadmills and stuff, and then you have these guys as the leaders of the gym. They're a self-sustaining ecosystem.
Self-sustaining ecosystem. You have all this aqua aerobics and Zumba classes here and there. The perfect fitness center.
I like how each time it evolves, I know it's not exactly how this tier list works, but each time it evolves, it gets lower and lower.
I mean, I guess lower in standards of those, but yeah, the tier list doesn't function that way.
Yeah. Oh, how? I like Lechonk. What do you think of Lechonk?
It's pretty chonky. I don't hate it, but I don't like. I'm a fan of having pigs as pets.
It searches for food all day. It possesses a keen sense of smell, but doesn't use it for anything other than foraging. This Pokemon spurns all but the finest of foods. Its body gives off an herb-like scent that bug Pokemon detest.
So it comes pre-seasoned? Question mark.
I think it's less pre-seasoned and more like pre-bugged. Pesticided. Oh god.
Yeah, pesticide.
Natural pesticide. If you just scrape off the juice of a Lechonk.
You mean it's scent gland oils?
Yeah. Then you got that thing going. I like how it's spherical. I appreciate that about it.
I do appreciate how it's spherical. It could probably be an outside pet. I feel like all day it would just walk around looking for food.
I'm sure that it would do the cat thing of just walking up to you and dropping a mouthful of like truffles, and you're like, oh, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I guess I'll make a filet mignon for you then with these
Only
truffles.
the finest of food for my little chunky guy.
I mean,
All
you
right.
could also just put them to work as truffle pigs, as they were intended to be.
Lechon.
Hey, babe, you're back.
I
All
am.
right, so you gotta put.
You didn't get rid of the BRB on the screen.
I know. So you gotta put this guy where you want him and put him to work, and then you gotta. Here are the other two, and then here's the last one.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
Thank you, love. I
You're
appreciate you helping out.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Have you tried the medicine drug?
Or rat bite.
More rat bites. Alright. Alright,
Yeah.
hello Lance.
Hello, Anna.
chat.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We put Waxley, the baby one, and I think Top Manners because it likes to clean up, but there's some things we don't want to clean up, and it has anxiety.
Just like me.
Yes. We put Quaxwell, its middle stage, as an outside pet because it wants to train like almost all day.
Okay.
And then we put its final evolution in put the thing to work because I think it'd be a really good water aerobics instructor and dance teacher, and it would teach Zumba at your local gym.
That's a bar. Okay. Then I think those are good spots. Oh, right.
Yeah, how do
Lechonk.
you feel about LeChonk?
Lechonk. It's kind of just a pig. I don't like the yellow under its eye. It makes me think like it has eye boogers.
Yeah. Personally, I don't quite like the idea of having a pig as a pet. I know they can be super affectionate and intelligent like dogs, but it doesn't vibe with me as much. I don't hate them either. Not as much as I dislike monkeys, at least.
Yeah. As it as an outside pet, I'd kind of just let it do its own thing.
I think outside pet's the best because it also does spend all day foraging. So it's just
Yeah.
going to spend all day looking around for food. I will put it next to the Amoongus because it's going to try to eat the Amoongus, and if it doesn't, then it's going to go look for other mushrooms.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you remember where we put Heracross?
Heracross. I think it was a really good boy, actually.
I think
So it's
Heracross
either in
was
Treats
a
and
boy.
Command or Top Manners. Oh, it's Top Manners. I put it in Top Manners.
Hot Manners?
Like in the middle of Top Manners.
Yeah, I don't fully remember where I put it. I think Slowpoke. Yeah, Slowpoke is in Treats on Command. He just vibes. You'll leave
He
for
does
work,
just
and when you
vibe.
come home, he'll finally realize that you were gone.
Yeah, poor little guy.
Poor
Slowpoke's
little
just a
guy.
cutie. You know you can get life-size Slowpoke plushes, and they are absolutely massive.
Slowpoke plush. Oh, that
It's like-
is massive. 59
is massive.
inches? I'm gonna need
Yeah.
12.
Me, my girlfriend, and her life-size life-size $500 Slowpoke plush. That's what your husband is gonna say like every single day.
Oh, absolutely. Mariba 45 inches? I want one.
Yeah. Take my money, give me 7.
Oh, yeah. $500.
I don't have that kind of cash. I say as I'm about to drop $2,000 on Magic's Final Fantasy set.
Oh, God. I was expecting that. There was a card that I saw. I don't remember if I sent it to you.
Believe me, I've been looking at them daily, and there's a meme that I so want, and it is the suplexing a train.
Oh, that'd be based. Oh, find it at some point and send it to you.
Alright, let's move on to Oinklage. Oinkalone?
I think it's Oinkalone.
Like cologne, but oink.
Yeah, Oink.
The men are proud of their glossy skin and concentrated scent from the tip of its tails to entrance females. And the females sends flower-like scents wafting about. With well-developed muscles in its legs, it can leap 16 feet.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a jumpy pig. They like to keep things tidy and shroud itself in floral aromas that soothe Pokemon around it. So these are pretty good as well.
I think I'd still just have them all as outside pets.
I think so too.
I'm just not that big on them.
If I had a barn, I would keep them in a barn, but otherwise I do not really. Well, I don't know. I keep them in a barn in a pen with doggy doors so they can leave into like the bigger area that I've allotted to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they would get a space allotment and they can do whatever they want with the space allotment, but they would have like a roof over their heads whenever they needed it. I will put it next to a Mungus.
Mungus. You know, sometimes I forget that Tarantula can detach the ball of thread, whatever you want to call that.
It's so weird.
Apparently the thread is very strong, though.
So I think this thing can just go to work.
Yeah.
We catch this Pokemon, we give it to Grandma, and Grandma can be friends with it, and it can give its silk to Grandma so she can knit whatever she wants.
She knits a sweater, and we take that into battle. Nothing will get through it.
Nothing will get through it. Apparently, its thread is good enough to like deflect Scyther slashes. So, you know what? Well, no. We even better. We give them to a contractor, and they turn the thread into Kevlar vests for Pokemon police officers, so they can keep control under rampaging Scythers.
That's a bar.
As a bar. And then when they evolve into Spidopses, we give them to police officers to help repair their stuff, and then they'll also like help in reconnaissance. So we just put them to work. They set up sticky traps to get intruders.
Yeah, I think that's about what
Spidops
I would...
are covert ambush predators that utilize their sticky, resin-like silk threads to cling upon any surface without making a sound. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not that big on the design of Spidops.
I agree.
It looks kind of weird, but I mean, I can see how he'd be useful as a work Pokemon.
Definitely a work Pokemon. I don't think it'd be a great pet considering how it, like, one, looks, and then two, probably behaves. But it's up there. It's a very good, usable work Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ask your husband how he feels about the Spidops.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Spidops?
I hate Spidops. Why does it have a special protect that exists solely to lower speed? Why would I care? Why are its stats so bad in every way? I ran a pure bug type team in this game, and Spidops actively ruined the early game. And then you get Lokix, which is somehow even worse because it's 4 times weak to fighting.
No, it's not.
Bug isn't weak to fighting. I forget that every time, and it hurts me.
He really likes bug-type Pokemon, but he doesn't seem to understand that most of the time, bug-type Pokemon are just meant to be super weak early-game Pokemon.
I mean, Vivillon is, like, early game, but it's also really good. It's been in competitive.
It has. Vivillon has been in competitive.
Levani is also getting put into competitive too now with its special spread, where it could either be a physical attacker or leaf storm, or stats setter.
That's true. That is true. How do you feel about Nimble?
It's kind of cute looking, but it also looks like it's perpetually crying.
Yeah, I don't know what that thing on its back is supposed to be. The Dex entry says that it's a third set of legs. But I don't know.
I don't know why it'd need a third set of legs.
Yeah,
Especially on its back.
Yeah.
Does it like get flipped over often or something?
That is a good point. I mean, it says that it uses them to jump over 30 feet up, but I don't know why it would need to do that.
I don't know either. I mean, if anything, you can put it like outside. I don't really want it to like jump like that inside the house.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have it as an outside pet.
Probably pretty low though. It's not too cute. It's not too anything. It's just kind of there.
Oh. I did not know
like
that
low
kicks
kicks as well.
did that.
What'd it do? What'd it do?
It folds out its legs and it stands on them to have even taller legs?
So it's got built-in stilts?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's called Showdown Mode, and it cannot be in Showdown Mode for too long as it places a huge strain on its body.
So secondary transformation. I mean, it's a cool-looking guy, but is he angry?
I don't think so.
I know... I don't know anything about this thing.
Yeah, I don't either. Has it been in the anime? Yes, it has.
I don't think so either.
The Elite Four tag battle where they used Florgato and low kicks in a double battle against Doug Trio and Clodsire and lost.
Yeah, I really don't know about low kicks. I mean...
Oh. Low Kicks, along with Baneri, is the only Pokemon with 0 base friendship that is not a legendary, mythical, Ultra Beast, or Paradox Pokemon. So, I don't think it really likes people initially, but I don't know, it seems to be based off of Common Rider, so I don't think that it could be all that bad.
No, Common Riders are cool, but low kicks is just kind of...
I'm just gonna have it as an outside pet next to Nimble.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wherever I put Nimble. There
how about the Pikachu clone?
Pikachu clone. I love Pawmi. It's so cute.
Pawmi,
Pawmo, Pawmut. It has underdeveloped electricity sacs on its cheeks. These sacs can produce electricity only if Pawmi rubs them furiously with the pads on its forepaws.
Oh, that is so cute.
And it's very unsteady on its back leg, so it trips over itself.
Oh, poor little guy. I think he gets treats on command. I think they all get treats on command.
I think so too.
Put you at the top part of the Pikachu clones, except Amonga's on its in a place of its own, and then Dedenne is like in the top for me.
Let's see.
Mo is so cute too.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine just like a Pomo or a Pawmi trying to like hang out with your child and then just starts rubbing your child's cheek because it thinks that your child can also produce electricity that way?
Just a little baby.
Little baby. Itty bitty electric mouse baby. I am gonna just group them all together, but might as well read their dex entries.
Yeah, that's what I was
Pommel
doing.
uses unique fighting technique with its forearms to strike and zap foes with electricity from its paw pads. Okay. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Pommel will sometimes maintain its characteristic battle stance when sleeping, probably because it's daydreaming about or dreaming about fighting. That's
Just wants to
actually
throw
funny.
hands.
He wants to throw hands, but not with us.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Then
that's
Palmot.
cute. The Pokédex picture for Palmot shows all three of them holding out their hands for the electricity.
Ah, yes, that is super cute.
And apparently, Palmot, their fluffy fur acts as a battery. It can store the same amount of electricity as an electric car.
That's actually a lot.
That is a lot. They do a
Gotta
little
be
bit
careful
of
when squeezing your
zapping.
Palmot.
Mm-hmm.
And they also learn a special move that like lets them sacrifice themselves to like revive everyone or one person in the party.
They don't sacrifice themselves for it. It just revives another party member.
It does?
Yeah. So a lot of people will have it and give it a Lepa berry so that it can revive two Pokemon.
That's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Rabus can actually learn that too. That's kind of also wild.
It learns Double Shock. Oh yeah, it loses its electric type.
I think it's fighting, right? Yeah. Electric. No, wait, what?
It's electric fighting.
Yeah.
Although Palmot's reaction speed is normally low, it is able to strike opponents with fast movements when battling. The fluffy fur on its body acts like a battery, allowing it to store as much electricity as an electric car. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Palmot has a peaceful personality. On occasion, Palmot will heal injured Pokemon by discharging electricity from its forepaws. If Palmot raises its paws while asleep, it is possibly dreaming of tending to other Pokemon.
Aww.
He's just a little guy.
He's a little guy who wants to help people. It's like a Chansey, but better.
Mm-hmm. A Chansey that doesn't fold to a wet paper bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the rats. Rats!
You mean the mouse, because they're a tandem mouse.
Close enough. I love them. They go in treats on command.
They do that. They're gonna get treats, and they're gonna take it to their family, and they're gonna just all share it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it next to the combi. That is middle of the road
right
for
there.
me. Actually, a little lower. I'll put next to Famfi.
Mouse.
You know what? I'm gonna put Tender Mouse next to Cubone, so that they can have a little fun time together.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that? Just like a Tender Mouse family adopting a Cubone.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, that's cute. So, Mousehold, there's a baby that's holding a hand with its parents, and then one to the side for the family of 4. Family of 3, they just turn into a tower.
Family of 3 turns into a tower.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny.
The 2 little ones just appeared one day. The group might be a family of related Pokemon, but nobody knows for sure. The large pair protects the little ones during battle. When facing strong opponents, the whole group will join in the fight. They build huge nests with many rooms that are used for different purposes, such as eating and sleeping. The little one just appeared one day. They all live together like a family, but the relationship between the 3 is still unclear. That's interesting.
It is interesting.
I mean, you also get treats on command. That's a given.
They're probably gonna like just make a little nest in your closet.
That's
And you'll open
fine.
your closet one day and you'll just find like a whole dining room set in there.
Oh no. Whatever will I do? I definitely wouldn't give
Or-
them more stuff to make a bigger nest with.
You could also just like get them one of those, Dreamhouse Barbie doll houses.
True.
I think that'd be very funny.
I think Fido also gets treats on command.
So Fido is super good for baking as well. Apparently it's got yeasty breath that can help your buns rise.
They're so cute.
They are cute. I need a Fido to help me bake better.
I'm honestly tempted to put it in would commit AZ for. Well, I don't think I'd commit AZ for it. It is very cute though. It goes really high up.
It is. Oh, well, I'm gonna put it next to the Rock Ruff, above the Rock Ruff,
Put you
and probably Donkish Bun as well.
Duck's bun. Just a dog. What the
It
dog
smells
doing?
like it's got a nice, warming, pleasant aroma. Apparently, its body can actually harden up being baked some more. I don't think I'd want to bake it though. I will send it up against a Charizard to help deal with it, or any other Dragon type Pokemon that breathes fire.
Do you think it's actually made of bread, or does it just look that way?
I think a little of both, question mark? I'm trying to read here. Because I know, like, the Appleton, you can peel off the flaps on the back of the Appleton and eat it. I don't know about the Donkish Bun, though.
Oh. It has black, beady eyes with two small, eyebrow-like protrusions above them and a long snout with a small, dark, triangular nose. Its ears, together with the dewlap around its neck, resemble bread rolls. On its back is a series of protuberances that resemble a braid, and its tail is circular and somewhat flattened. So it looks like it just looks like that.
Yeah, I think it just looks like bread. It's not actually bread.
Yeah. But farmers love Doc's Bun. Bakers love Fido. They're good doggos.
I think people also love Smolives.
Smoliv is adorable.
It is so cute and so scared of everything. It stores the nutrients it has on its fruit, and it can store oils as well. The oil is bitter and not good for consumption, though.
It likes to sunbathe. It makes oil. I think you get streets on command.
So too. I think it's just gonna sit on my desk and just like wander around.
And it's adorable.
It is so cute but scared.
Yeah.
Put you next to Grubbin, I think. Where's my Wingull? Wingull's like way up there. I can afford to put you higher. I'm gonna put you next to Knivy. And there's Dolliv, which looks like just like a little girl. It honestly just looks like a little girl.
It does. Oh, I don't like that.
What?
Smoliv better version. That is horrifying. I don't like that. I was trying to find the animation of Smoliv just wandering around on the desk and couldn't find it. That's fine. Dolliv. I don't know much about Dolliv, but she's very cute. Or it, I should say.
It kind of just looks like a little doll.
Dolliv shares its tasty, fresh-scented oil with others. This species has coexisted with humans since times long gone.
Oh, so this one has actually good edible oil.
It basks in the sun to its heart's content until the fruits on its head ripen. After that, Dolliv departs from human settlements and goes on a journey.
That's interesting. So, I'd give her treats on command, but I think she wants to go on a journey later.
I would let her.
I'd let it too.
Let it do what they want.
Okay, it gets treats on commands until it decides to leave.
And Arboliva. I like Arboliva.
I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's
I
not
hunted
bad.
for a shiny of it. I was really happy with it.
What's its shiny look like? Oh, it's got black olives still.
Mm-hmm. Well, the olives go from like a purplish color to just black, and it gets a more dark green. I wish they put as much care into the games as they did the anime.
Well, I don't know. It's mostly meant to like be there for kids.
Yeah. Let's see. This calm Pokemon is very compassionate. It will share its delicious, nutrient-rich oil with weakened Pokemon. It drives back enemies by launching its rich, aromatic oil at them with enough force to smash a boulder.
Wow.
It's 4 feet tall, so it's just like a little shrubbery inside of your house.
I'm trying to like look at its little feetsies, and it does have little feetsies.
Does it?
Yeah, like little white bits. It's got little
Oh,
feetsies
yeah, it
underneath all those
does.
stems.
Huh.
Roots.
Roots. Let's see. That would explain why
This
it's so
one-
slow.
Yeah. 39 speed stat. That's crazy slow.
Yeah. It is a tree.
It is a tree. Definitely is a tree. I think it could also get treats on command, honestly, because it's gonna share its nice, good oil with us, and I guess I'll just like dip my bread in the oil.
Mm-hmm. I've never had bread with oil.
It needs to like specifically be olive oil, otherwise there's no taste, or another kind of oil, otherwise there's no taste. Think of it as like more neutral butter,
Okay.
but not butter.
I'd try it.
But you can't just have it with oil. Like, you need to have some salt with the oil.
Yeah, I was thinking just drizzle a little bit of oil and then either some, like, tomato or something, some salt and pepper.
So, my own tangent, because I am a cook, depending on what you like, you can take some oil, confit some vegetables in them, and then proceed to use that oil and vegetable and spread over toast.
Yeah.
Confit is when you like cook the vegetable submerged in the oil.
Oh. Yeah.
So you could do it with tomato, usually people will do it like tomatoes or garlic because those have like the most flavor. So if you just like get a small ramekin or container that's heat proof, put your vegetables in it, like tomatoes or garlic or both, cover them with oil and bake them like low for an hour or two.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Take them out, spread them on toast. You got some nice oily infused vegetable spread thing. And salt. Don't forget salt.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people on shorts that do that with mostly garlic is what I see.
Yeah, you can do it with like tomato as well. What else can you do it with? I don't know. I really don't know what else. Like, it's just mostly garlic or oil being the most two common things. I mean, garlic or tomatoes. Guacabilly. I think these guys are just gang.
Yeah, I think they are just gang. Everything I've been seeing from the Violet Dexes are they like to fight with other plumages, and they don't like other bird Pokemon. So
They really do just be gang. But they also carry around the taxi cars. So you can get a gang to carry around your taxi car.
That is true.
You can put them to work.
It seems like the
cause...
white plumages are like the least violent. They dislike being alone. It has a strong sense of community and survives by cooperating with allies. Fewest in number. They have no trouble living in town since they blend in with the white buildings. So I'm gonna say put it to work.
Yeah, definitely put it to work. I'll leave it next to the Corbinite because those guys do taxis, so same with the Skarmory.
The only reason there isn't the Carbonite taxi is because of Tinkaton.
Yeah, Tinkaton will fiercely go fight them, throw hands even.
Neckley is an interesting one. Have you ever seen One Piece?
I'm gonna say no, because I've only seen a few episodes of, like, the very beginning.
Okay. So this isn't a spoiler, it's like a side story. One of the towns they go to, like, the water level rises really high at some point, and then once it goes down, they scrape the salt off of the sides of their buildings and they use it to cook. And Knackley just makes me think of that, because the ground scrapes its body as it travels, causing it to leave salt behind, and salt is constantly being created and replenished inside of its body. So I'm wondering if it were to travel around different areas, if it would taste better.
Possibly. I mean, salt is salt still.
But there's different flavors of salt. Like, it's subtle, but I like Himalayan pink salt. That stuff is good.
That's fair.
I'm gonna put this with the pet rocks.
I think they do have, like, a very mild disposition, the whole line, so you can just put the entire line with pet rocks.
Yeah.
Probably at the top of pet rocks, because they actually serve a purpose as well.
Pokemon dry cures its prey by spraying salt all over them. It compresses rock salt inside its body and shoots out hardened salt pellets with enough force to perforate an iron sheet. It's just for prey. If it doesn't have any prey, it'll just vibe.
What does it eat?
Water? Blood?
That's
Tacos?
the question.
A beefy Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell? Oh, that's interesting. Garganackle will rub its fingertips together and sprinkle injured Pokemon with salt. Even severe wounds will promptly heal afterward. Many Pokemon gather around Garganackle, hoping to lick at its mineral-rich salt.
In the Dex, you see, like, a Dedenne, a Bonsly, and, like, the Lechonk just following the Garganackle.
Lechonk.
Lechonk. That's funny. I think Garganackle is probably, like, do we put it to work, or just, like, yeah, I think we can. I don't know.
I'd say outside pet, because I'm sure all of the other outside pets are gonna get injured just vibing around. So he'll be like a walking nurse.
So I put the Nastak and Nasil next to the pet rocks. I'm gonna put the Garganackle with the Regis.
Yeah, I have the Regis a bit lower than the other pet rocks.
I have the Regis a bit higher.
Oh. I was doing it where the Regis were a bit lower, but then I realized, you know, I kind of like these guys more.
That's fair. So now we have Behold Dark Child, but it's actually Behold Fire Child, the Carcadet.
Have you watched the Pokemon, like, short anime thing with
I've
Charcadet?
seen the short where they have the sandwich and they fight each other because one's shiny and the other isn't. One becomes Armor Rouge, the other one becomes Celerej.
One of them gets picked up by a trainer, the other one gets left behind, And yeah, one becomes Armor Rouge, the other becomes Char Cadet. Or Armor Rouge and
Cellaredge.
Ceruledge, thank you. It likes berries that are rich and fat.
Hmm.
I like Char
I can
Cadet.
vibe with that. I like Car Cadet. I think. Well, I mean, like, you remember in Scarlet Violet where the Car Cadet was like trying to run around, chase after a kid because he just wanted his friend back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like these guys are really good little fellas.
Mm-hmm. I'd give it traits on command.
Agreed. Put it next to the Victini, Napoplio.
Let's see, Armor Rouge. I will say when we saw the evolutions, I, much like everyone else, went, "Oh, hey, it's Mega Man." But
Me too.
I think they did them pretty well. I just wish the shinies were better.
Yeah, I don't like how it's just the eye color.
Yeah. Like, it's decent for Armor Rouge because it's a nice contrast. But Ceruledge, not as much. Let me see. Yeah. I feel like it would have been a lot better if they made it, like they swapped their colors, so Ceruledge took the Armor Rouge colors and vice versa.
That would also work. I'm not too sure though. I mean, like for the shinies, if they swap colors, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So I can't see much on the Armor Rouge except it has an incredibly loyal disposition. Like, it's incredibly loyal. It can get treats on command.
Yeah.
It's gonna walk into the house, it's gonna hold my hand, and I'm going to feed it.
I feel bad for Ceruledge because it doesn't have a hand to hold.
Oh no, it can't even pet. It can't pet any Pokemon. It pokes you with the sword.
It does show that it can at least partially retract its blades. So it still doesn't have hands, though.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Well, let me read the Pokédex. The fiery blades on its arms burn fiercely with a lingering resentment of a sword wielder who fell before accomplishing their goal. An old set of armor, steeped in grudges, causes Pokemon's evolution. Ceruledge cuts its enemies to pieces without mercy.
I mean, it's enemies, but what about its friends?
Yeah, I think it would protect its friends. Out of the two, I like the design of Ceruledge more. They're both pretty good, though.
They are. I think they can both get treats on command.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you had a Ceruledge from a Carcadet, it would just be your friend for life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give it a job, it will do its job to the best of its ability and will not fail.
Absolutely. Go on an adventure with them.
Yes. I'll be real though. I don't really like Tadbulb. Like, I don't hate it. I just don't like its design.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
It's a light bulb with a tail.
Yeah, it's kind of nothing.
I also hate that you can't even like see them when they're on the map. They're everywhere, and you run into them all the time. And why? Where? What happens?
I think I'd probably just keep it as an outside pet because it seems to like thunderstorms.
It does. They seem to like to gather around in thunderstorms and like float about.
Yeah.
It's outside pet, I guess, with the fish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bellybolt.
Bellybolt, on the other hand, is actually like really funny.
It has
So,
to
for the longest
contract and
time-
expand its body to charge its attacks.
Like super squishy. You think its eyes are its eyes, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. It's just the
And
little
then-
face.
So I keep thinking it looks like half an avocado.
I can definitely see that.
I personally think Bellybolt can get treats on command. Iono has one, and it's like absolutely funny and adorable and weird just seeing it walk around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put you next to the Charger Bug, because I think a Bellybolt and a Charger Bug would get along just fine.
Let's see. I'm sorry, where did you say you put it?
Next to a Charger Bug. So it's in Treats and Command.
Yeah, I think I could agree with that. He just vibes. He's just a squishy little guy. I'm very disappointed that you can't get Wattrel as your first bird.
Yeah, you gotta go to like the beach to get it.
Yeah, you have to go pretty far to get one. They're very cute. I like their design. It's just... why do you have to wait so long to get it?
They make a funny noise too.
They do make funny noises.
Oh no! Okay, so these Pokemon make their nest on coastal cliffs. These nests have a strange crackling texture, and they're popular delicacy.
The nests?
The nest.
Well, fair enough, I guess. We'll eat the sticks.
Actually, so some Asian cultures have this thing called bird's nest, where it is a delicacy, and what you're eating is not the actual sticks, but the mucus that is expelled onto the sticks because the birds have to use something to glue them together. These have health benefits that are, I don't know if they're proven or not. So you like soak these sticks in a soup, and you boil it down, and then you drink the soup.
Interesting. I don't know if I would eat that, but... I mean, they're using everything they can.
Yep.
I just put it with the other birds.
That's fair. I will also put you with the burbs. Where are my burbs? Where are my burbs at? There's so many birds.
I did not know that Kilowattrel inflated its throat sac.
That is so weird.
That is...
Oh no. It's a frog.
It is a frog. It uses its throat sac to store electricity generated by its wings. There's hardly any oil in its feathers, so it's a poor swimmer.
I guess don't get your Kilowattrel wet then.
But the Wattrel, they talk about how it dives underwater to grab fish.
And what does this guy do then?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I guess it like zaps the water and then picks up whatever the heck is like at the surface of the water.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. I'm gonna put some eye drops in real quick. I just need to lean back. I'm still here.
Okay. You can go with the other birds.
Yeah, it's a bird. It goes with the birds. How do you feel about the dog?
Okay, so I'll be real. I thought that Arvin had like a very touching thing with his Mobastiff. I frankly do not like these dogs. They are a bit too big for me. I don't hate them. And these guys are like vicious as well.
Yeah.
So it always scowls in an attempt to make its opponent take it seriously, but even crying children will burst into laughter when they see Mobastiff's face, or Mastiff's face.
They are a little goofy looking.
They're goofy looking.
Ooh.
I guess, I don't know. These guys are mostly just bark and not bite. So you could put them in Treats and Command.
I mean, it says it can crunch through boulders.
I mean, most dogs can bite through bones.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of meh about it. I think it'd be a good outside dog.
I think so too.
I'm not a big fan of outside dogs. I think if you get a dog, you should keep it inside. But
You know
there's
what?
some
I can like
there's
put at
some
the
dogs
very
that,
bottom of top manners.
yeah. There are dogs like huskies though, where they want to lay down in snow.
That's true. The huskies do want to stay outside. This dog is baby, although it's not like my baby. I can put it in like the bottom of top manners.
Mm-hmm.
Give it the Mobastiff. Oh, it knows guard dog as an ability. Guard dog is actually an ability. That means dog is categorized as Pokemon.
Oh no. What does guard dog do? Prevents other Pokemon from forcing the Pokemon with this ability to switch out or flee with a move. Guard dog does not affect the Pokemon switching out manually or switching out or fleeing when its owner. Oh, with its own move. Okay. Oh, Okidogi has it too.
Yes.
No.
Mobastiff loves playing with children. Though usually gentle, it takes on an intimidating look when protecting its family. So this is actually a really good guard dog.
It's a couple.
Like, this is the family dog. This is the dog that you grow up with, and it will, like, just hang around you all the time.
Mm-hmm. I think treats on command, but probably low on it.
I agree. I don't like the design that much, but it is a very good dog.
Yeah.
Very good boy. Very good boy. So probably at the bottom of the dogs.
It's a pretty meh design. Shrootle.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it does markings on trees and it's mellow, but
It paints on stuff and has an acrid odor.
yeah.
It's poisonous as well. I would prefer not to have poisonous paint all over my home or trees.
I'm gonna put it back. You're gonna go right next to the Venipede.
Like, I don't think it's enough to poison me, but it's enough to get me itchy, and that would be a problem.
I honestly kinda forgot Grafii exists. People were really
It's kinda
excited when
funny.
they first announced it, but then it just kind of became a... eh.
Yeah, they also had like a lot of promotional material for Grafii.
Doodle is an interesting ability.
I think I'd also put it back, because if it puts its poisonous saliva on its fingertips and it walks around and paints stuff with its fingertips that are poisonous, I'm either going to have a bad allergic reaction or I'm going to, like, just not be good.
Yeah.
Can also go back.
Poor little monkey.
It's not a monkey, it's a lemur.
Lemur. Well, it's called the Toxic Monkey Pokemon.
I guess so. I guess it is. I guess lemurs are like monkeys. Bramblin, I don't really know what to say about it. It's a silly guy, and it just goes where the wind blows.
Yeah. A soul unable to move on to the afterlife was thrown around by the wind until it got tangled up with dried grass and became a Pokemon.
Not even Bramblin knows where it's headed as it tumbles across the wilderness, blown by the wind. It hates getting wet.
I guess outside pet with the pet rocks?
Essentially, it's just a mobile pet rock.
Yeah. That can't even control where it's going.
It doesn't know what's happening. I guess the dog Pokemon can play with it.
Yeah.
Knock it around. I'm sure I won't mind.
Oh.
And then there's Bramblegast.
Bramblegast is a bit of a threat. It will open the branches of its head to envelop its prey. Once it absorbs all the life energy it needs, it expels the prey and discards it. Wanders around arid regions. On rare occasions, mass outbreaks of these Pokemon will bury an entire town.
Oh, that is a threat.
That is a
Okay,
threat.
that's a threat.
Do I put you back, or do I Slugma Swirly you? It says
think it's
rare
like-
occasions, but...
Rare occasions. I mean, it's a grass ghost type. If you don't have a Charmander around at your disposal, that's kind of a you problem.
That's true. I'll just put it in, put it back, but pretty low.
Yeah, pretty low too.
You're not a world
Next is Fidinja.
threat. I'll put you right there. You can hang out with the Skuntank.
I'll be real though, I used this in my grass lock, and I didn't really use it in my grass lock for
Yeah.
Scarvi. Its stats are okay, but the move pool is just abysmal.
Yeah.
So if these things can actually take over anywhere, then it's kind of a... I mean, there's so much you can do against this guy.
Yeah. Toad's cool.
He's a cool guy.
I like how they walk around.
The SpongeBob walk cycle.
Old school walking.
It can run at like 30 miles per hour, which is really funny. Toadstool lives in muggy forest. Its flaps fall from its bodies are chewy and very delicious.
I don't like mushrooms, though.
Mushrooms are okay.
Uh,
I guess I can put it in like... I don't know. I feel like it wants to just walk around outside all the time.
yeah, outside pet.
Oh,
Let him
yeah,
walk.
I'll put it upside. You can vibe around, walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Put next to Applin. Old Screw as well. I don't know if it's actually cruel, like the intent to cruel is.
They gather into groups and form colonies deep within forests. They absolutely hate it when strangers approach. Coils its 10 tentacles around prey and sucks out their nutrients, causing the prey pain. The folds along the rims of its head are a popular delicacy.
Interesting. I mean, I think it's also an outside pet, but like pretty low next to the rocks. It doesn't really get bugged. Maybe we should just put it back.
Yeah. It doesn't walk, it jumps around. So you get to go back. I'll just put you right there. Oh, cloth.
Cloth. Apparently cloth claws are delicious.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, if cloth hang around upside down too long, it'll get all the blood will rush to their head and they'll get dizzy.
Do crabs even have blood?
Yeah.
Crabs have blood. Huh. Interesting.
Yep, cloth claws are tasty. I mean, it's just crab. It's a big old crab. I don't know how I feel about like a 4-foot crab roaming around my property, though.
Yeah, I think I might just have it as an outside pet at the pet rocks.
Pretty low on the pet rocks things.
Yeah.
Just a big 4-foot crab crawling around everywhere. That's gonna be weird.
It does
How do
have
you
a
explain
pretty
that?
immaculate shiny, though.
It does. It does. Its shiny is very good. Blue.
Capsicid.
I think they're angry little guys. Am I right?
I think they are.
They have bipedal plant with no arms and a very... Well, it has no arms. Yeah, it's got no arms.
Oh,
Very
I thought
short, stubby tail.
I thought that its collar, it like had its arms like hanging out and it was just walking like that. Like
No,
airplane
that's its
arms
collar.
out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Capsaic's kid's front tooth falls out naturally and can be used as spice in Paldean cooking.
Huh.
It's a very spicy Pokemon.
I think it's fine. I'd probably have it as an outside pet just to get some sunlight and be delicious.
I don't know if I'd eat it. I don't even know if I'd want its like tooth.
Yeah, that does sound a bit weird.
How am I supposed to cook a tooth? I'll put an outside pet like with the rocks, I guess, with some plants, with the Executor.
I would assume they just like grind it down or something.
Probably. I mean, it says it's a tooth, but how do you cook a tooth? Tooth is calcium.
Mm-hmm.
Usually. Like, you don't even eat the beak off of squid.
Sometimes I forget that squids have beaks.
A lot of
The world
people
is a
forget
better
that squids
place.
have beaks. Okay,
The-
Scovillain is described as ferocious, though, and
Yeah.
rampaging is unstoppable, so it's Angie.
It is Angie. You can go back. You can go hang out with the Burmy.
The Burmy, yes. I'll put it with the pincer, all the way down there. The dung beetle, I don't think I want a dung beetle. Unless it's actually not dung and it's something else. Is it a dung beetle?
It mixes sand and dirt with psychic energy. So it's mud.
Okay, so it's not dung. That's okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna say just outside pet. Let it do its thing.
I could be rolling that roll. Rolling, 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 rolling.
Just keep rolling. Rabska? Yeah, Rabska makes me uncomfortable.
It's a really weird Pokemon. It's a really, really weird Pokemon.
An infant sleeps inside the ball. Rabska rolls the ball soothingly with its legs to ensure the infant sleeps comfortably. If you look at the first Pokédex picture, you can see it inside of there.
Yep, I can see the baby roller.
Almost
there,
looks like
kind
a
of. It looks like
Burmy.
It almost looks like a Burmy. Oh, it looks like a Burmy? Okay, it goes back. Put the
Yeah.
thing back. Forget Burmies. I hate Burmies.
We hate Burmy in
Oh,
this
boy.
house.
We hate Burmy in this house.
Okay, I'm going to go grab a water and an ice pack because I am overheating a little bit. I'm so sorry.
That is okay.
I will leave you in charge again.
It is actually a Monday here, guys. Monday in Canada. May. Is it May? It is May 19th. So we have a holiday over here, and it's like Victoria Day or something, so there's nothing going on. Nothing at all going on. Let's see. How many more Pokemon do we have left to rank anyways? 1, 2, 3. That's 21, 42, 63. 63, 71 more Pokemon to rank.
71.
71.
Oh god, I'm dying. Thank you,
I'm
Feepa Joe.
starving.
You're starving?
I am so hungry.
Ooh, that's cold. The heat is making me a little bit eepy.
That is fair. He does do that to you.
Alright. So we've got Flittle. I was really excited. So when I first started playing Scarlet and Violet with my husband, I found a Ralts on the first route, so I grabbed it because, you know, I really like Gardevoir. And then I found Flittle, and I saw it was a Psychic type, and I'm like, oh, that's really exciting. And it was very weak, and I was like, this thing is level 20 some odd, and it still hasn't evolved. When is it going to evolve? And I didn't want to look up anything. And I just took it off my team, because it took way too long to evolve.
Oh. When does it evolve, though?
35.
That is a while.
Mm-hmm.
But the Sprout is actually pretty good.
Hmm?
Its evolved form is actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I wish I would have stuck it out, but it just took way too long.
I really didn't understand that this thing was a bird. When I first saw it, I had no idea what it was. It just looked like a floating doily.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. It's just so confusing to look at because my brain doesn't quite understand what it is.
I thought it was like a little floating chicken.
Kind of, yeah. It is cute. It is, it's cute in a weird way as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only 8 inches, so I can afford to have this thing inside, having treats in command, and just floating wherever it wants to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just...
Treats on command.
It floats with psychic power. If anyone steals its berries, it will hunt them down.
Oh, I guess we just give it berries.
Do not
I mean,
take
it
its
can't
berries.
really exact much revenge. Look how weak the thing is.
Mm-hmm. It'll just grab your hand and just stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I don't even think it can do that.
God, I need to update this a little bit.
It only floats an inch above the ground as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
And I'm so confused at how that tiny little thing evolves into this big old ostrich that looks like Lady Gaga.
It really does. 6 feet tall.
It can run at 120 miles per hour.
Ooh, that is cold. Yeah, it is pretty fast. I learned a lot of fairy type moves.
Oh, it does.
I do like the shiny too. Whenever there was one of the super strong Terra raid events, I would always go and hunt down a new shiny Pokemon to use, and honestly, I really liked Esparta. It was really fun. Oh. It immobilizes opponents by bathing them in psychic power from its large eyes. Despite its appearance, it has a vicious temperament.
Oh. Let's put it back then?
I think so. I think I can put it at least decently high on this, put it back though.
I think so as well. Unlike Tinkaton, Tinkatink
That's baby.
is baby. Tinkatink can honestly, its whole line can have treats. I love it. I did find one on my first playthrough, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cutie. It's a silly little goober." Okay, I'm gonna grab this on Steel Fairy. Even better, even better.
I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
I think it was part of my team that I originally beat the Elite Four with.
I think it was on mine as well. I can't remember. Put it next to Latios.
Tinka-Tink. Tinka-Tough. Vicious Baby.
Vicious Baby, yeah, the Vicious Baby will throw hands with all Corviknights.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how in like one of the trailers or something for Pokemon, the Tinkatot saw like a Corviknight flying around, and it was just like "Wah!" and chased after it.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was an animation from Pokemon or not, but it was just like walking through the forest, smacking away Pokemon with its hammer.
That is definitely a fan animation.
No, that is from the official Pokemon. Here comes Tinkaton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's walking through the forest. There's some poniard. They run away. Smacks a rock. Oh, there's a Corviknight.
Just bam, Corviknight. Done.
Bam. Mean little baby. I do love that it sleeps on its hammer, though.
Yeah, it's super cute like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. They're very smart.
Well, of course, if you're gonna forge a hammer like that.
Mm-hmm.
Big brain.
I'll give you all the iron scraps you can eat.
I'll take him to the junkyard. It'll be just like any other day. Time to go
Its
shopping,
eyes would
Tinkaton.
light up and it would get so excited.
And then we have the
Wiglet.
Wiglet. Wiglets are goofy looking. I don't know what I do with them.
I think I just put them into an aquarium and just let them vibe. Or in a pond.
I think if anything, they can stay out with the pet fish, but I don't really think we'd be able to pet them or anything. They just be there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're still just a fish.
Yeah. Not Wugtrio though. Wugtrio has a vicious temperament, and they will wrap stuff and drag him into their den. So we could put the Wugtrio or the Wiglets with the fish, but we cannot put the Wugtrios with the fish because they'll just destroy all the fish.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it back. No mean fish.
No mean fish. No mean fish in the fish pond. Everyone's got to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bombadier's also a mean bird.
And enjoys dropping things that make loud noises.
I mean, I do too, honestly.
Yeah, it likes to take things and drop them from high up for fun. So you can go back.
I'll be real. I kind of like doing that too. But in controlled environments where I'm not hurting people, I think this thing would just like drop it on people for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go back.
Bombardier would be
where
the
you're
kind of
coming
person to
from.
drop a penny off of the Empire State Building.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Do you ever watch that YouTube channel where it's just a bunch of guys in Australia dropping things off like a big tower?
Mm-hmm.
Like bowling balls and stuff?
Yeah.
Finizen.
I think they're just happy little guys.
Happy little guy. I personally don't like dolphins, like IRL dolphins, because they have capacities for evil. But
Mhm.
Finizens do not have capacity for evil because They evolve into the Justice Pokemon. They literally cannot have capacity for evil.
I do like that Palafin is the exact same as Finizen. It just has a heart on its chest, and then it turns
Until
into
it gets
Superman.
swapped out. Yeah, it turns into Superman. Outside pet with the fish near the top. Let's go, baby. Hang out my Relicanth.
Wait. Its physical capabilities are no different than a Finizen's, but when its allies are in danger, it transforms and powers itself up. I have to see if it has the same stats. Oh, whoops, wrong thing.
457. 315. Nope, it has better
so
stats.
it is weaker. Or it's stronger.
It is weaker.
But
It's stronger, yeah. And then when it like changes forms, it's got like 650 base stat total, which is crazy. Like 160 attack. That's diabolical. What else has 160 attack?
Regigigas, after it's done with its slow start, slacking.
Blaziken has 160, Diancie has 160, Hoopa. Necrozma has less attack than a Finizen.
Mega Pokemon, legendary, mythical.
That's crazy. 160 attacks? That is like maddening.
Mm-hmm.
The highest attack stat belongs to Mewtwo, though, which makes sense. And then, like, Mega Heracross following that. Then Cortana. Then Deoxys.
Where are my fish?
Where are your fish? What the fish doing?
Yeah.
And then we have Meow. Baroom.
Baroom. I don't really know much about it. It didn't really.
It said that this Pokemon was born when an unknown poison Pokemon entered an an engine scrap. That's weird.
The steel section is the room's actual body. It clings to rocks and converts the minerals within into energy to fuel its activities.
That's
think
super weird.
I think it just likes to drive around.
Yeah, I think it wants to be outside so it can go as fast as possible and then talk
Yeah.
about family all the time.
Family.
Family.
What the other pet rocks? Let's see. I think I'll put you right there. Revavroom,
It's got 8 cylinders.
the nightmare Pokemon. I do wish that we could have seen more of the Team Star boss Revarooms.
Yeah. So I think Revavroom is just all bite and no bark. Sorry, all bark and no bite.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and it spews out poison gas, which is normal for a car-like thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it viciously threatens others with the sound of its exhaust and sticks out its tongue from its cylindrical mouth and sprays toxic fluids. So it's literally just like a punk. It doesn't really like fight that hard. I think it can also be an outside pet if you're into that kind of thing,
Yeah.
but lower.
I was looking at the stats of the Team Star vehicles. They have exact stats, not base stats. Very interesting. They just
That is
get
interesting.
more of each of their stats as you keep fighting more and more of them.
It's really interesting how their like special move thing is just a physical.
What is it called?
Like noxious torque and whatever torque and
Yeah,
or
the
torque,
torque
torque,
moves. Torque.
torque.
Yeah. Anyways.
Cyclizar.
An interesting Pokemon. I
I like its base form when it doesn't have the big old tires sticking out.
Yeah. I like the trading card of it where it's just there's a bunch of them in parking spots and they're all just chatting.
That's really cute and funny at the same time.
Basic battle.
And then they're all like
ride.
decked out differently too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's one with like exceptionally long handlebars. My goodness.
Well, I mean, they have to.
They have to.
That's cute. I think it just likes to carry people around.
I think so too. I think they deserve treats on command though, because they're doing such a good job with everything.
Mm-hmm. I do find it weird that Koraidon is the ancient version of Cyclizar, and Miraidon is the future. So
It's a little weird, yeah.
in the past, it needed to be big and tough and powerful. And then it kind of didn't need to. It just needed to be big enough to carry people around. And then it needed to be big and tough and strong again.
Well, here's my thought process. In the average day Pokemon, we have balanced teams and all that stuff. Everyone's knowing what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Cyclizars don't need to really fight for themselves because they have like a balanced team to fight with. In the past, it's like a dog-eat-dog world, so you gotta fight for yourself. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Things were bigger back then. In the future, have you seen those future Pokemon? They're terrifying, so you need to keep up and be able to fight those things back too.
That's fair. I'll give you that one.
So it's not like it needs to get bigger for any other reason, but it needs to get bigger so it can actually stay relevant.
Yeah. How do you feel about Orthworm Gym?
I don't... It's goofy.
It is very goofy. I thought it was very funny looking. I keep forgetting that it has the Earth Eater ability.
Oh yeah, that just always like messes with me.
So I keep going, oh yeah, it's a Steel type. I'll hit it with a Ground type move. And it's healed. So... I don't really know much about him aside from that, though.
He's got arms.
He does have arms.
He's got arms. I think it's one of those Pokemon we can also put to work, because you see in the Kodakami decks that the Earthworms are just like sleeping in the fields, and it looks like they actually did plow or help shift the earth in the fields.
Yeah.
It's like a smaller Steelix.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas you have a Steelix for general contracting, the Earthworm would be there for
farms,
hobby homesteading.
Mm-hmm.
Gimlet is a weird Pokemon.
The petals it wears are made of crystallized poison. Honestly, when you see it in the caves, they're just hanging onto the cave walls, just eating rocks.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually like meant to be vicious. I think it's just a defensive mechanism with their poison. They just kind of vibe, honestly.
Yeah. So I think
Pet Rock.
Pet Rock. They're kind of cute though. I'll give them that.
Cute.
Glamora. When this Pokemon detects danger, it'll open up its crystalline petals and fire beams from its conical body.
I mean, It's pretty. It's a pretty pet rock.
Yeah.
I do like how its face is just like 2 eyes and not much else. It's minimalistic, but it's a nice minimalistic.
Yeah. It works really well. Oh. Lemora can move by floating and by closing its petals. It can latch onto walls to disguise itself as a plant and suck out energy and nutrients out of it. Should it sense danger, it'll open all of its petals to unleash a beam attack in retaliation. Yeah. It just feeds off of cave walls.
That's pretty neat.
I guess it is a special attacker.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, especially. Oh no, it is 130. I thought it had less. I thought it was one of those weird Pokemon like Marini that had like really abysmal stats and was just bulky.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a.
It's got
'Cause it's
decent bulk, but it has just really shockingly high special attack.
It has Toxic Debris, which is like a really good move for, you know, if it gets struck. Oh, Toxic Spikes. Good job. Good luck.
Doesn't it also learn a really good... Yeah, Mortal Spin. Inflicts damage, removes any binding effects, entry hazards, and leaves each target poisoned. It's just a better Rapid Spin.
It really is.
And we got more doggo!
They really did put a lot of dogs in this Pokemon game.
They really did. Oh. It is said that a dog Pokemon that died in the wild without ever interacting with a human was reborn as this Pokemon.
Aw.
It doesn't like being alone. Pay it even the slightest bit of attention and it will follow you forever.
And it's friendly. It's a good boy.
It's a good boy. You're coming home
Graveyard
with me.
is a good boy. It's a good boy.
It's so sad. It makes you want to cry. You're going up near the top. You're a good boy.
Yeah, put you next to the Donka's Shen. Donka's Bun.
Donka's
Houndstone. Is Houndstone? Houndstone spends most of the time sleeping in graveyards. Among all dogs, this one's the most loyal to its master. Oh.
A lovingly mourned Pokemon was reborn as Houndstone. It doesn't like anyone touching the protuberance atop its head. They really like the word protuberance in this generation.
I guess they do. I mean, it's also a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Very good boy. Good boy.
I'm gonna put you a little lower. I'm gonna put you...
Where the heck did I put that tomb's graveyard? Oh,
I
there
put
it
it near
is.
the top of Treats on Command.
And put them all the dogs together.
And the Boxing Glove Pokemon.
Boxing glove Pokemon.
Flamigo.
Flamigo? You mean pink guy?
Oh.
Flamigo is an avian Pokemon resembling a flamingo. Does that mean they have flamingos?
I
Mostly
guess
pink
so.
with a rounded body. I mean, that's what it says in the biology, but I'm pretty sure that's not the Dex entry, which is this Pokemon apparently ties its base of its neck into a knot, and energy stored in its belly does not escape its beak. These Pokemon can flock together and attack in perfect harmony.
They do have the Co-Star ability, so I think that's if, when a Pokemon with Co-Star enters the battle, it copies an ally's stat changes for itself. This includes the ally's critical hit ratio. So...
I'm gonna be real. I don't like Flamigos that much because they're kind of a menace to society.
yeah.
Well, no, Flamingos are a menace to society, and Flamigos I don't think are too far apart. Like, no, sorry. Flamingos aren't super menace to society, but they are a menace. Did you know that flamingo milk is red?
That's weird.
Yes. flamingo milk is reddish pink, and when flamingos are first born, they're like all white, and then they just like get the hue from all the krill and the milk that the flamingo produces. It's really weird.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
You should look it up. A baby flamingo. Look at them. They're pure white and they're all floppy.
Yeah, I do know that that's some big feet.
They have the biggest feetsies. I will put the flamingo in outside pet though.
Yeah, I did know that they started off as white. And they eat a bunch of scrimp.
A scrimp.
There it is.
Scrimp.
Yeah, I think outside pet. I'm kind of meh about it, so I don't want to put it with the other birds.
That's what I was thinking too.
So I'm gonna put you down here. No, I like Tapu Fini way more than that. Hold on.
The thing about Flamingo too is if you encounter it early in Pokerogue and you don't have the means to deal with it, it can just wipe your whole team.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
I've had it pinned so many times for me. I do not carry electric, fire, psychic types along with me in almost any capacity. It's almost strictly like grass and water and rock types for some reason. Satotl is a cutie.
He is cutie.
Thought to be a close relative of Whalmer. That's funny. So there's not too much in their dex entry, but Satottles, like if you stand still and there's Satottles around you in Pokemon Scarlet Eye, they'll just like walk up to you and start staring.
Yeah.
They are non-hostile, super cute, pretty friendly if they're just gonna walk up to you and start staring. They can have treats on command. Big
I don't even
baby.
think Titan is mean.
It's generally not, so Titans will chase you down in the game, but Titans aren't actually mean.
They eat snow and ice. How big is Satotl? 3'11". They're a little big, but I'm thinking, how much do they weigh?
The
99
Titans,
pounds.
like, yeah, Satottle's 99 pounds. The Titans are a couple thousand pounds.
Yeah. I think I could give Satotl traits on command. I'll put him next to the seal. Titan, even though they're passive, they're way too big, so they're gonna be an outside pet.
Definitely way too big. They also like to hang around Avalogs, apparently. Like, they share their pods with them. That's really chill.
Well, then they get to hang out with the Avalogs. Veluza, though. That's a threat.
Isn't this thing a menace? Yeah, it is a threat. These guys are a threat. They
if you're
discard
in the
unnecessary
water...
flesh? Ew.
They also have really good regenerative capabilities. But they will hunt you down in-game.
I remember standing outside of water, and it was not just view of like a Veluza, and it was charging at me. Even when I was like on land, that thing is like merciless.
Yeah,
it can go all the way back. I don't even know if like. Yeah, I can go all the way back. I don't know if I want to give it a Slugma Swirly, because I think these things are just naturally aggressive, like animals. They don't really do it out of any malice. They're just.
I think it's just a fish, and that's just what they do.
It's just an angry fish.
I did not realize how gigantic Dondozo was.
It is, what do you call it? Lord Jabu Jabu.
Lord Jabu Jabu.
Lord Jabu Jabu. It is massive. 39-inch feet. It's a glutton, but it's bad at getting food, so it teams up with Tatsugiri to catch prey.
It's not very smart.
No, it's dumb. They should have put its SP attack at like 10 or something to reflect that. It would have been funnier.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think you can go
Tatsu-
outside with the fish.
Tatsugiri is apparently smart and cunning. Hello, Ren. So Dondozo can hang out with the other fish. Where is Waylord?
I think Waylord's in Treats in Command.
Oh,
For
there
like,
it is.
no specific reason. Oh,
It's an
where's
outside
my
pet for
Waylord?
me. Right next to Slowbro. Am I winning? We're all winning because we're talking about how much we love these Pokemon.
Yeah, all 1,200 and 1,000 plus of them. Tatsugiri. The curly form is okay.
It's
Extremely
weak.
cunning.
Yeah, it's weak but cunning.
The droopy form plays dead. It's small and weak, but uses its smarts to survive. And then the stretchy form is the most smartest one, and it camouflages itself by inflating its throat sac. Which is what's what? Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, they're just fish. They don't really want to eat us or anything because they got to share with the Dondozo.
Yeah,
Oh, hi, Twilly. Welcome. We
Hello,
are
Twilly.
almost done ranking all the Pokemon. There's like 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 54 more left to go.
I think Tatsugiri I can just have as an outside pet. I don't think it's really going to be a threat to others.
I don't think so either. I
I
mean, so long as they're fed, I'm sure they won't be an issue.
yeah.
I
Just
will
putting
put them
all
all
of
next to
them there.
Dondozo, though.
I don't know if I'd put
The-
him that high up, but
Oh no, I put the Dondozo pretty low. I didn't put it next to Wailord.
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have it next to Wailord, thinking about it now. I think I'll put it lower.
I do like Curly form the most, though. It is the cutest one. The funniest looking.
Yeah. There's the fish. The fish. Put it there. There we go. Annihilate.
I think it's too angry to live.
Am
I wrong?
It was a primate that got too angry and died, and then it evolved. Yeah, it hits people with the power of the rage that it kept hidden in its heart. They'll be shattered to their core if they get hit. This Pokemon gained power that is unfettered by the limits of its physical body.
I think you can put it back. I can put it all the way back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Twilly, there's 1,025 Pokemon, not including Megas and whatever.
Where'd you go? There you are. Clodsire, my poopy baby.
my boy!
Oh, and there's
Clodsire.
There's Pooper. Why was Pooper next to Walking Wake? That was weird.
Variant,
Pooper.
just like the Tauros.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Okay, Pooper, you get treats on command
Pooper gets
next to
treats
the other
on command.
Whooper. Where's the Whooper?
It is very toxic though.
Oh, okay. So I have Whooper and would command AZ for it, but the Pooper can go on treats and commands still.
Let me
It'll
see.
just have its own little. It'll be like a turtle. You know how you like take care of turtles at home and you keep them tanks so they have salmonella.
Fair.
Yeah.
After losing a territorial struggle, Whooper began living on land. The Pokemon changed over time, developing a poisonous film to protect its body. It's dangerous for Whooper to live alone. They line up in groups of 3 or 4 and help each other as they walk around the wetlands.
Oh.
Pooper.
Pooper. And Clodsire. Clodsires, when attacked, they will tally by sticking out their poisonous spines, live at the bottom of ponds, and they carry Wooper on its back across the water from one shore to another.
Oh,
They're so cute. My little Claude.
I'll put you right there, little puppy baby. I used a Clodsire for a while. It very beefy.
It is. Yeah, put you pretty high up next to, Scarata and stuff. I still love how Rika has her ace as a goofy little boy.
Mm-hmm. I want the Clodsire plush that comes with the 30 Paldean Whoopers for $1,300.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Does it come? Is it really that expensive?
Yeah, it's big plush Clodsire Yawn together with 30 Whooper Paldean form Pokemon. I mean, let me go to the website. I am not a human. Yeah, $1,377.
Seriously, $1,000?
15 sitting Whoopers, 15 sleeping.
Okay, you know what? For that many Whoopers, I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Just eepy little babies. Is Clodsire nice? When I talk
Clodsire's a nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, it carries the Whoopers across the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He's a good fella. Good little swishy guy.
I don't know where I put Quagsire. And actually, I've already forgotten where I put Pooper.
I'll move Quagsire up too.
I thought it was next to a cat.
Oh, I have seen the life-size Gardevoir plush. I was thinking of getting it when it released, but I didn't. And then I was thinking about getting the Jolteon plush when it released. But instead, I'm getting $2,000 worth of Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy products, like a fool.
Hey, you got your priorities.
Yeah.
And just think, after a little while, you can sell those Magic the Gathering cards at a premium.
Honestly, if I don't open them right away, I could sell them at a premium right then and there. But I don't want to.
That's fair.
I might just open them all on stream.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
How do you feel about Farigiraf?
It's a giraffe.
It's a giraffe.
It's a giraffe. I don't know if it's angry or not, because I know the giraffe has an angry tail. Now that the brainwaves from its head and tail are synced up, the psychic power is 10 times stronger. Hardened head protects it from its... Cool.
It whips its long neck around to headbutt enemies. I think they work in tandem now instead of fighting with each other.
I don't know how its disposition is.
Yeah. I don't know where I put Giraffe Rig.
I think I put it outside. I think I will put this outside too with the other horse-like Pokemon, the other equines.
Yeah.
Because it's just big.
I'm definitely put. Oh, there it is.
There you are.
Showing...
I put it next to the weird. Was it not the? Is it Calyrex? The thing that rides on top of the horse Pokemon.
Oh yeah. That is indeed Calyrex.
Cala get Rexed, ha!
So weird. I'm so glad that they made the Dunsparce the way that they did. They did the funniest possible thing for an evolution for Dunsparce.
They did, and I love it. So apparently there are 2 different dex entries for it. The 3-segment one is this: the gentle Dunsparce will poke Pokemon that wander into its nest back onto its back and carry them to the entrance. if you go into its home, it's just gonna like gently take you out. That is so funny.
Hey, I think you took a wrong turn. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, here. Let's get you out of here, buddy.
Thanks for
I
stopping
think
by.
it could have treats in command.
Oh, absolutely.
It can definitely have treats in command. Where did I put the normal Dunsparce? I put it so high up.
Excellent question.
It passed the Wingle test, that's for sure. The Dunsparce is a funny, goofy fella. He's a good old guy. He's honestly like, he looks like your really nice old grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Billy, I got you some more of them Digimon cards that you were talking about. But Grandpa, I like Pokemon. Oh, it's okay.
You can have these. Here's the 5. Go buy yourself a pack of cards.
King Gambit can hover?
I see that. That is so weird. Why can it hover? Why can King Gambit hover? So, King Gambit's a cool Pokemon and all, but based on the moveset that it gets and some of its dex sentries and stuff, I think it's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
It commands a massive army. It is not skilled in devising complex strategies, and it just uses brute force to keep pushing. And then it has like something called Kato Cleave, where it pretends to like give up, and then it smacks you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know this Pokemon's a jerk.
I
don't even remember where I put Bisharp.
I put it in, put it back, but up near the top, because I think they're cool.
They are cool.
Oh, well now we're
I'm gonna put King
Paradox.
Gambit. Oh, I found him. Yeah, I'm putting King Gambit back, because I know this guy is... He's not necessarily a menace to society, but he is not someone you want to be like hanging around with, unless you're into that kind of stuff. I also think a lot of the Paradox Pokemon can also just go back, since they are kind of super dangerous.
Yeah. I should watch Pokemon Horizons. Seems
I was thinking of
interesting.
watching it too. They have a lot of good memes. Like, if you watch the dub, you'll hear Dot just like scream at Iono, "Please, Iono, I need your clout to save my friend." Her words exactly.
Oh god.
In the dub. So they kind of know exactly who they're catering to.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, Savage Nature. You can
Savage,
go back.
This guy's dangerous. He is a threat, can cause earthquakes, rolling around and rolling.
I'll put you next to the Whirlipede. What about Screamtail?
I think it's Scream. Actually, it's funny. If you've seen Screamtail in the anime, it's also very, very funny. It kind of just sits there and screams.
It do just scream. Kind of like a baby.
Kind of like a baby.
It levitates. Ferocious aggression that attacks anyone that comes near.
So it's ferocious, but it's a Jigglypuff.
It's ferocious and savage. Yeah, I'm just gonna put you right next to Great Tusk. What about Brute Bonnet?
I think Brute Bonnet is probably also ferocious and meanie.
It is called Brute Bonnet. Let's see. Fierce Mushroom.
There's not much on it.
Yeah.
I do think it's probably, if it's from the same timeline as like all those other guys, it's probably not really safe to be around.
Yeah. I do think it's neat though. I managed to get a shiny Brute Bonnet, and that was pretty cool.
I got one too, but it was in like a terror raid den.
Oh, yeah. They're still pretty cool, though. Fluttermane looks so derpy, and I love it.
I do like it.
I'd say highly fierce and aggressive mischievous. Oh, that's so sad. I like Fluttermane.
I do, but it's also not something you want to keep around yourself because it's going to be bad.
You know, I'm gonna let my husband take this one. Hey, babe, what do you think of Slitherwing?
I
No
love
swearing.
bug types. I love bug types so much. I played through the game in a bug type only run, and I didn't look up anything because I wanted to be surprised by all of the brand new bug types. And I heard about, but I never saw the fact that, oh my god, one of my favorite bug types, the only usable bug where it's fire and bug, it's getting a prehistoric and a futuristic version. I can't wait to try out these 2 new bug Pokemon. And then the one from the future isn't bug type, and the one from the past is a fighting type for some reason. I understand I went in with preconceived notions, but by God, you can't tell me this thing was good ever once in its entire existence. I am happy it exists because I love bug types. I'm sad it exists because I have to look at it.
I mean, it's got a pretty cool thorax.
It does have a pretty cool thorax. Oh.
It's fluffy.
It is
Very
fluffy.
It's so fluffy.
I don't see anything about its disposition.
I mean, it's a bug type, but it's fighting, so you know it's gonna want to throw hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's probably safe to say it's also dangerous. At the least part, you could probably have as an outside pet because it's a big moth.
Yeah.
They
Hold
don't
on.
fly.
Name origin. Slitherwing is literally slither wing. Chuohahane can be taken literally as wings slithering on the ground. The Japanese name.
I get it. I get it.
That's cute.
I'll put you at the top of put you back because I don't think you're that bad.
Yeah.
I love Magnemites and all of the Magnemite accessories.
But
So, Sandy Shocks, I don't know. It's weird.
it is very weird.
And attack 3 components. Unlike Magneton, each eye blinks independently of each other and is not in unison.
Ooh.
The top unit's Beerus, yeah, okay. It's Sandy and it's Shock stuff, but it doesn't really, like, it's the Magnemite. Magnemite's just kind of vibe half the time. This thing is probably only dangerous to repel enemies, honestly. Electric down type, okay.
Its dual electric ground typing may be a pun on electrical ground due to it touching the ground rather than levitating like Magneton.
It's silly. I'm gonna put it in outside pet, just because. That's my preference. I will deal with the repercussions of my own actions.
Oh, both Sandy Shocks and Magneton weigh 132 pounds.
That's actually pretty interesting.
I don't see it. Oh, here we go. It is said to have an aggressive disposition, and some people who have seen it claim to have been attacked.
The Magneton or
Sandy Shocks.
Sandy Shocks? Really?
Yeah. It's aggressive.
Oh, I'm gonna put it back then. But I like Sandy Shocks. It's so weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
What about Iron Treads? It looks so angry. It's probably angry.
Does. It rolls up. I do like how when you get into battle with it, it lifts its trunk up, and it's just an angry face on a screen. It
so
looks so silly.
I think its trunk isn't even where a trunk would be. It's just like a whole wheel.
Yeah, it's pretty great. How and why would it eat the Herba Mystica?
That's a good question.
It has a cruel nature.
So it's a bad guy.
Pac-Man's a bad guy?
Pac-Man's a bad guy.
I like Iron Treads a bit more than Great Tusk. But yeah. I really hope that Iron Bundle is a good guy. It's so cute. It's so funny.
Iron Bundle's red. Okay, what's a bird? It doesn't really say anything.
I do not know. The shiny Iron Bundle makes me uncomfortable, though.
Yeah, it's just chrome.
He looks
It's
naked.
He does look naked.
Oh. The name of Iron Bundle is longer than the character limit of Pokemon nicknames in the Western releases of games, which is 12.
Wow. So hear me out here. Delibird gives gifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Iron Bundle still has its tail sack thing, and it doesn't really do much. So what if Iron Bundle was just designed to like be a children's toy?
Yeah? Oh, there's something that I read. It uses its feet as if it were skiing. Where? I thought I read something about the bag. Oh, it fires huge blasts of ice to propel itself through snowy lands. So I think Iron Bundle is chill. Pun intended.
That's fair.
So
I
I'm
guess
gonna
we could
have
put
him
Iron Bundle
as an
outside
pet. Yeah.
outside Pat.
He gets to hang out with everyone. He gives gifts. Hey, Iron Bundle, I really want to go skiing. Say no more.
Let's get that snowy cliff top snowy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good old crunchy snow. Iron Hands is...
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't like watching it hover.
I don't like watching it hover either.
An unproven theory claims that Iron Hands was once an athlete who became mortally wounded but was kept alive by being made into a cyborg.
Weird. Really weird.
Very weird.
Personally, if it's like any other fighting type Pokemon that does fighting, they don't usually fight because they're angry. They usually fight because they enjoy the thrill of the fight.
Yeah.
So I think Iron Bundle would just be okay with the Gym Bros. I don't know doing what, but I think it would just vibe there.
I think you're right, honestly. I've also been really enjoying reading the name origins for, like, every of the future ones. It is literally Iron Hands.
You got Iron Hands, but they got pads on them.
Where did I put... Oh, there's Hariyama. Honestly, I kind of like it, so I'm gonna put it higher than the other Gym Bros. There we go. You go right there. Let's see. Name origin is literally Iron Bundle. Tetsu no Susumi is literally iron bundle. I'll read the other ones later. Iron Jugulus.
This one's actually a really bad baddie.
Yeah.
Iron Jugulus is theorized to be some sort of machine-hydrogen hybrid and combines hydrogen's ferocity with the ruthlessness of a machine. So it's exceptionally bad to be around.
It is very bad.
All the way to the bottom. Hydrogens themselves are really, like, dangerous.
I mean, it was built, so I'm thinking Slugma Swirly.
That's true.
It was built to be bad.
It was built to be dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Just put you right there. Iron Moth.
It's got 4 small round feet and red compound eyes. It's got little feetsies. Even though it didn't really need feetsies.
Oh,
It's got
it
feetsies.
does. Look at that.
It can actually shoot its feetsies out. It's
Oh.
really funny. Have you seen the turtle montage video?
I have.
He shoots his little feetsies out, and they whack things.
I never noticed that. He's just a little guy. Please be nice. Resembled Volcarona and would descend from the skies, following people around and occasionally attacking them.
So it comes down and just starts attacking people. Fun. That's unfortunate. It's not a good guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, he can learn fiery dance. Surprised I didn't see that much of it in competitive. Oh, it's a fire poison type. That's why.
Yeah, that's why. It's not a good type.
Gets hit by a mud slap and it's down. Alright, that's fine. That's fair. You can go back. Well, it does just attack people.
It just attacks people. There's like nothing there.
So I'm gonna give it a Slugma Swirly.
I don't think that would work. I think you just gotta give it like a normal swirly.
That's true. It does not want the water. I was a little disappointed with Iron Thorns. I thought it was going to be similar to the Pokestar Studios. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, okay, so this is actually really good. It bears strong resemblance to a Tyranitar, although it's said to be cool-headed and prefers to avoid unnecessary fights. It appears to be highly intelligent. And speculated to be a Tyranitar, it would appear 1 trillion... Is that a trillion? I think that's a trillion years in its future. So this is a really smart, chill Tyranitar. We can actually have this guy vibe with us. This is the first Paradox Pokemon, or then the last Paradox Pokemon. Well, the first Paradox Pokemon that's actually chill.
Billion years in the future.
Billion years. I'm gonna put it in top manners next to my Magnezone at the very top. You are cool, and you are a cool guy, and you are smart. Hey, Iron Thorns, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Beep boop. Chance of rain.
Boop.
I'm gonna put you right there. Monster Rancher, am I a joke to you? I haven't played Monster Rancher. Dave, have you played Monster Rancher? Well.
I've played Monster Rancher.
What's the consensus?
I remember Monster... It's a good game, although it's a little lacking in some departments. The funniest thing is, back in the day, when you had Monster Rancher on your PS1, you can grab a Britney Spears CD, pop it in there, and get a special specific monster. Because that's the gimmick. You put in random CDs, and you get random monsters out of random CDs.
Ooh. Mecha Tyrant. Okay, I just wanted to look at that a little bit. Monster Rancher is also an anime that ran for 73 episodes and 3 seasons. Interesting.
It was really good.
And now we're done with the first batch of Paradox Pokemon, so Frigibax.
Oh, he's a tiny little angry guy.
He's a little guy. I spent so long trying to shiny hunt him because its shiny is so subtle. And I got really upset because I thought its shiny was a more deep blue, and I spent like 2 hours looking for it. And I looked at it again and I'm like, oh, it's subtle. And then I almost immediately found one.
It fights with Bergmites. Why would you fight with a Bergmite?
Why would you fight with a Bergmite?
Why would you fight with a Bergmite?
I think
Bergmites are like some of the chillest little guys there are. Yeah.
I think I'm trying to decide between put it back and outside pet. Because they like to compete with other Bergmite. Or other Frigibax, but they're also mean to Bergmite.
Yeah, that means Bergmite. Let me just read its secondary form first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Bluish Gray Theropod Pokemon, Dragonite pattern. Nothing there about its disposition. Baxcalibur?
Let's see.
It only talks about how it like launches itself weirdly.
Godzilla style.
Yeah, Godzilla style. Godzilla double drop kick style.
I think I can put them all as outside pets. I'm gonna put them with the other ice dudes, with the Reggies.
Not with the Bergmite though. We don't want the Bergmites to get hurt.
Pretty sure I put the Bergmite way higher. The Avalugs are a bit lower near them, but they can fend for themselves.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Avalugs can fend for themselves. The Avalugs, I think, I actually would have a really fine time dealing with Fraxcalibur.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta put him with the Daruma Pokemon, the Ice Daruma Pokemon. I don't quite necessarily like Baxcalibur. It's not like bad. It's not cool either for me.
I thought it was really interesting, and I really wanted to put one on my team, so I tried to make an ice team, but it really just... How do I word this? It's just part ice, just because. It doesn't really do much with its ice typing.
That's true.
Because Thermal Exchange is... Oh god, what was it? Yeah, when a Pokemon with Thermal Exchange is hit by a Fire-type damaging move, its attack is increased by 1 stage. It does not provide immunity or reduction to the damage. It also prevents the Pokemon from being burned. So, it... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's not super great.
I just like how it does the attack, where it looks like Godzilla.
The Godzilla kick is actually hilarious.
Mm-hmm. It just seems a bit out of place for a pseudo-legendary. I was just kind of hoping that we wouldn't get another dragon type. And I get that all of them except for 2 have been dragon types. But I don't know. I wanted something a bit different. How do you feel about Gimmighoul roaming form?
Gimmighoul is funny. I don't really know how much. Are they bad meanies? I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. I think they just like to collect coins.
It sucks the life force out of scoundrels who try to steal its treasure. I mean, I guess don't take its gold coin.
I would make sure that I buy everything with cash, and I would just toss all the coins in a pile for it.
I think it's in the coin pile.
He
lives inside an old treasure chest, and sometimes gets left in shop corners since no one realizes it's actually a Pokemon.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna put both of them in Top manners.
Well, that's probably a good thing to do.
So,
No, it's
like,
not like they're going anywhere.
this is your area. I will give you all of the coins. And, you know, you can play around in the coins if you want. Just make sure you clean up after you're done so that people don't think that there's just coins being left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Goldango.
Oh, ding dong. The G-string man.
Very disappointed with the shiny. I do think it's really funny, though. I like how it surfs around on a surfboard made of gold.
That is honestly really funny.
This Pokemon gets along well with others and is quick to make friends with anybody. Hey.
Oh.
You want
I
drinks
didn't know
on
they had,
command?
like, really cool disposition.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. I do actually really like Goldango. I thought he was really cool. I'm gonna put you
Put
right
him next
there.
to the Heracross.
Yo.
You really do be the G-string man.
You do be a cheese string, man. And we've got a live Wo-Chien reaction.
Snail-like Pokemon. Yep. Okay, so like other treasures of the room, Wo-Chien's true form is a row of hidden writing tablets forming its shell, have been given life by the grudges of the person punished for writing the evil deeds of a king on them long ago. While its body is formed by construction using over plant matter, Wo-Chien is able to drain the life force of vegetation around it, causing the entire forest to instantly become barren. I don't think this is a good thing to have around. It's probably something you should put back.
Yeah.
Because it sucks out the life force from vegetation, and it's literally just burying the grudges. By no meaning of its own, I will put it next to the other dangerous legendaries, like the Moltres and Yveltal and Hooper and Groudon. But higher because Groudon really just destroys everything, while Wo-Chien just sucks the life out of the plants.
Chen Pao. I love the Frost Cat.
It's so cute.
Oh. This Pokemon can control 100 tons of fallen snow. It plays around innocently by leaping in and out of avalanches it has caused.
Ugh. I mean, cute, but that's not great.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, they're called the Beads of Ruin, so...
Yeah. Chenpao's true form is that of the broken sword forming its fangs, having been given life by the hatred of people slain by those who wielded it. So this is literally the embodiment of hatred, but it's innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute, but okay, I can put you at the very top and put you back. It's like having like a full-on lion as a pet, because you know you can't have them, but they're so cute sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if you don't live on the mountains, it can't cause avalanches.
That's true.
It just wants to play in snow. It'll play with the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle will make some snow. It'll jump around in it. Where did I put Iron
Cute
Bundle?
and lanky.
Oh, right. Outside pet. Iron Bundle, where are you? There you are. Yippee, friends!
I will put it outside pet. Although it's probably more dangerous for me than it is for you, because I am in Canada, and we do have a crazy amount of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll just put
I'd welcome the snow here in Texas.
Yeah.
It is much too hot here.
That is one of the first moose Pokemon I've seen ever.
It looks so
Tinglu?
weird from the side.
It does. It's so, polygonal?
Yeah. It, Wait. Tinglu and the other Treasures of Ruin are the first Pokemon whose base stats were adjusted via a patch to the game. Out of the Treasures of Ruin, Tinglu was the only one to have a base stat increase during Pokemon Scarlet and Violet version 1.0.1. However, it still suffered an overall base stat decrease by 10 points like the other Treasures of Ruin. Oh, poor thing.
Oh.
But it causes fissures by lowering its head, so he goes back.
Yeah, it's probably not great to have.
Oh, I remembered what I was going to say earlier. So have you ever seen the video of the fox jumping into snow?
I have.
That's how I imagine Chen Pao.
You know what? That makes sense.
He just does that whenever he wants to play in the snow. He's just a little baby.
Big old little baby.
And Chiyu? I love the design of Chiyu. It is so cute.
It's, you know what? I've never been like a huge fish person. Chiyu is very interesting. Its eyeballs look like jade rings, but also
Yeah.
yin and yang. But it's got the big googly eyes.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fish person either. Yeah, you can see the stat changes here. So it lost 10 points in special attack, which makes sense. It was kind of a beef.
It was very strong.
It melts rock and sand into lava that it can swim through. Potentially a threat. I think outside pet.
You think outside pet?
I think outside pet. I think if it can control it or you put it into a safe area, it'd be fine.
That's fair. That's very fair. I'll put it near the bottom of outside pet just because it is a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next one's a huge threat.
Yeah, I apologize. I have to go to the bathroom again.
Oh no.
Babe, can you rate Roaring Moon?
What? I hate legendary.
It's not a legendary.
I hate legendary.
It's not a legendary.
It's not a legendary.
I hate legendary.
He hates legendaries, so you shouldn't hate this one then.
Oh, that makes sense. Hello?
Hi, it's not a legendary.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that. Okay, Roaring
It's
Moon.
not. It's a. I mean, like, they come in mass. I don't think you can see legendaries in mass. It's pretty much just a mutant salamence.
It is possible that this is the creature listed as Roaring Moon in an expedition journal that still holds many mysteries. According to an article in Dubious magazine, this Pokemon has some connection to a phenomenon that occurs in a certain region. That's helpful.
Very.
I just don't like Suedo legendaries are good Pokemon. That's why I like bug types so much. The design is based off of, well, technically Mega Salamence is based off of Roaring Moon, but in actuality, I don't really like the whole crescent moon thing, even though it has nothing to do with the actual symbolism of the crescent moon. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it, like, almost at all. What do you think?
Honestly, I think it's a little too vicious to kind of have as a pet. If it's anything like a Salamence, it's a little dangerous, especially if it's a primal Salamence.
The thing about dragon types is they're always described as like these hyper dangerous territorial killing machines, but every time you see them in any media when they're actually captured, they're always the most like protective creatures. Effectively, I see dragon types the same way that pit bulls are seen in real life, where like you name them Cupcake and they're the kindest creatures in existence, unless they've been mistreated horribly or raised in the wild.
That's true. It goes for a good amount of Pokemon too, like was it Goodras and Dragonites? They're super gentle. But then you have like Salamence itself, which is not gentle.
Yeah. What tier do you think it goes in?
I think it goes in the put it back tier.
That's fair. Why is Giratina here? Giratina's so nice.
No, it's not.
Giratina?
Giratina's so nice. I love Giratina. Alright. Put it back where it came from. That's fair. The Be Not Afraid tier. That was a solid grab, whoever came up with that. All right, Iron Valiant. What do you think of Iron Valiant?
I don't know.
That's fair. It's
I am
half.
so conflicted.
They decided, oh, people love Gardevoir and they love Gallade. What if we just made a Gardevoir Gallade, but also a robot for some reason? Oh, this doesn't have to be steel, but the bug does. Okay, I see how it is. It has some similarities to a mad scientist's invention covered in a paranormal magazine. It's possible that this is the object listed as Iron Valiant in a certain expedition journal. Wasn't it supposed to be one is really vague and the other one actually has something in it?
Supposedly.
Incredibly unhelpful. I mean, it's just a really good Pokemon. Like, it's good at everything it does. It's diligent. It has a good attitude. It's a.
It doesn't have a good attitude. Anna and I have been like reading the biology of Pokemon to get our info. According to eyewitnesses, Iron Valiant's similar appearance to both Gardevoir and Gallade. It is also said to be a cruel Pokemon willing to take its shining blade and cut down anyone confronting it without hesitation. When it falls asleep, it turns itself off, causing the pink energy on its ponytails, cannon, blades, feet, and dress to turn black.
Hopefully it doesn't turn itself back on. Jesus.
It's cruel and will cut you down.
Slugma Swirly.
Slugma Swirly? I guess. You know what? You're right. A mad scientist did make it.
Evil robot. I should have known. It's all AI. Should I be here for the box legendaries? I feel like that's above my pay grade.
I think Anna should do the box legendaries.
Yeah. Absolutely. So anyway, talking more bad things about Iron Valiant. I'm so sorry. What do you think of its design overall?
I don't hate it. It's pretty interesting. Like, I do like, well, a lot of people like Gallade, Gardevoir. They're designed to be likable. Combining together and giving us chic new design is kind of like, you know how some cars, they take and then try to, let's super futurify this car, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're just kind of on the fence about it then. Like, you like the old base model, but then when they futurefied this car and try to make it like really cool looking, it just kind of looks like they were trying too hard and it just didn't like pan out the way that it should have.
That's fair. The aspects they took from Gardevoir is like the dress bottom and the hair, and then everything else is from Gallade.
And the stat line isn't like phenomenal either. 130 attack, 112, 20 special attack. It's really split. And you can go either or, but it's more effective to go physical. Its move pool is honestly kind of limited.
Oh.
Returned.
She has returned.
Welcome back.
Alright, sorry about that. Oh! So what'd you decide for Roaring Moon?
Put it back, and then the other one, what's it called? Iron Valiant is a Slugma Swirly.
Really?
So Roaring Moon is a Salamence, but primal, and you know Salamances are dangerous and they're angry, flying bundles of like anger, right? Iron Valiant is was made by a mad scientist, so that's 1 point against it. And then it also has a very cruel disposition that likes to cut anything down that confronts it.
Huh. Alright then.
So you know they're bad for you.
Tragic.
Robot goes in the toilet.
The murder robot goes in the toilet.
Yeah, the murder robot goes in the toilet.
Alrighty.
Box legendary time.
Okay, so there's for both of them, there's the one that, like, kicked them out of the area, and then there's the one that you have, which kind of hesitantly works with you.
Well, okay, so I think it's only working with us because it's hungry. It only ever comes out of its ball when it's hungry, or we tell it to ride somewhere.
Aware of its formidable strength, Koraidon exudes confidence and rarely feels threatened. Though cautious around humans, its curiosity sometimes leads it to play with them. While Koraidon bears a resemblance to modern-day Cyclizar, it is known to be far more ferocious and muscular.
I think Koraidon can be an outside pet, honestly. Like, the way it treated us in game and the way it kind of usually is, it's just a derpy lizard.
I think so, yeah. I do really kind of like Koraidon. It's grown on me over time.
I feel that too.
I do still think it's hilarious how if you're playing Scarlet and you use it as your ride Pokemon, you are not having a good ride.
Oh, you are shaking around like mad.
Oh, that's interesting. They have different names for their different forms.
Yeah.
Apex, Limited, Sprinting, Swimming, Gliding. Ultimate, Low Power, Drive, Aquatic, and Glide. That's neat. Okay, so there were two Miraidon brought to Area 0. One was friendly and curious, and the other was aggressive and territorial. So...
we're on Miraidon now?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the stuff about it. Yeah, so it looks like Miraidon is a bit more aggressive. But it depends on them.
I mean, it usually depends on the Pokemon too itself. We're just looking at the base.
Its calm and enigmatic nature.
I think it could also be an outside pet, generally. Like, it would try to weasel its way in to, like, get a sandwich or something, just like Koraidon. They would both try to weasel their way in to get sandwiches, I feel.
Yeah, I can see that. I do still like Miraidon more than Koraidon, but I do kind of like both of them.
I like Miraidon more, as well. I did start out with Violet as well, so that's me.
Yeah. I started off with Scarlet.
There's a bunch of Tauros, and I frankly don't think the Tauruses are very good for your health.
I don't like the water Tauros can spray water out of its horns.
That's so weird. Okay, combat breed, Tauros. Pokemon has a muscular body, excels at close quarters combat, uses its short horns to strike opponents' weak spots. This kind of Tauros is known as combat breed, distinguished by thick... You know what? I can probably skip on all of this. I'm just gonna, like, put them all back.
Yeah.
For various reasons. Whenever I'm sitting at the Pokemon Center outside of that one desert town, right before, like, we get to the auction place, I will sit at the Pokemon Center there. While I'm standing there, Tauros will, like, non-stop charge at me and despawn themselves.
Yeah.
That is my experience with these Tauros. They will non-stop charge at you, and then even if it causes them to despawn, these are menaces. How they're allowed to roam free is beyond me.
I don't think they can really stop them.
Yeah, you can't really stop them from roaming free, but if there aren't any measures to keep them in check, like, why not just move them somewhere else? Give them space. No, there's a Pokemon Center right in the middle of a Tauros habitat. Why would you do that? Why would you build a Pokemon Center in the middle of a Tauros habitat where they are known to charge at people?
Yeah, they just want a little treat. I did put regular Tauros and put them to work.
I think regular Tauros could be put to work. These things, they are vicious.
Yeah. The regular Tauros, they can be ride Pokemon, they can be helpful. These guys just do not vibe with existence.
They want to throw hands. Or hooves.
I don't think they're steal your soul mean, but they are still mean.
They are kick the baby mean, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Walking Wake is such a funny looking Pokemon.
It is. I remember, even I got a bit upset that Walking Wake existed as a Paradox Pokemon because the roaming trio, whatever they're called, were brought back to life by Ho-Oh. But then I realized, oh yeah, that's why it's a Paradox Pokemon.
Yes, because they're not actually them, they are Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see anything about his disposition.
I see ferocious.
This ferocious creature is shrouded in mystery. It is ferocious. It looks like a Suicune, but it also looks like a spooky lizard. I guess we could put it back. We're putting a lot of these Paradox Pokemon back, mostly because they're like too dangerous to be around.
Yeah. I remember when I went to the Pokemon Regionals, I think that was 2 years ago now, 2023. I wasn't able to compete because I wasn't able to get the pass in time. But they had like little friendly competitions. And I signed up for a bunch of them, and I kept fighting this like 10-year-old who always brought their Walking Wake, and they were told no Paradox Mons are allowed.
That's so weird.
No one cared though. I still won, but
yeah, I mean, a kid's a kid. They'll just play how they want to play.
Yeah, exactly. What about Iron Leaves?
I'm reading it. It's not really saying anything about it. Just describing it. It matches from Virizion, but it doesn't really say anything else.
Wait, it has leaves? Oh, I guess you would call those leaves.
It has swords that are actually ethereal blades used to rend its targets. These shining swords are powerful enough to carve a large tree and boulders into short, thin strips. While it falls asleep, it turns it off, causing the red energy in its back to turn black. Yeah, there's not much to go on here.
I like the sketch that they did of the Paradox Mons that were like a combination of 3 Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I wish we could have seen more of that. Hey, bud. I'm gonna say just outside pet, since we don't really have that much info on it.
That's true. Virizion isn't really that bad either. I think we put it back though. The normal one. We put it back.
Did we? I think we only put one of them back because he was kind of mean.
I think we put all 3 of them back because they were mean.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, we put them all back except for Caldeon because they all just don't like humans.
Oh, I put them in, put them to work. Near the bottom. Baleon, Virizion, Terrakion. Because they do work for, you know, nature stuff.
I'll just leave it at the bottom outside pet. I'm so unsure about the iron leaves.
I'm gonna put you right there.
Diplin, however, I think Diplin can get treats in
Diplin!
command. It is
Just
a
a
silly
happy
little
little
goober.
guy.
Happy little guy in its apple.
Happy, happy guy.
Happy, happy, happy.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
I don't know what they'd eat though,
Apples.
because they're already like in
syrup.
their apple. I guess we give them more apple.
Mm-hmm. You have them a bunch of different kinds of apples to see which one they like the most.
We gotta be careful, otherwise you might evolve them by accident.
True. Wasn't Hydrapple like 5 of the worms altogether?
No, Hydrapple is Dragon Cheer and level up.
Huh.
Wait, no, sorry. It was the Applin that you have to be careful about giving him certain apples because that evolves them.
Yeah.
Diplin, I don't think you have to worry about that. Because it's already got its main apple.
Mhm.
Unless it can like evolve differently depending on how many different apples you give it. Because we've never tested this stuff out.
Fair. The head sticking out belongs to the foreworm, while the tail belongs to the core worm. The two share one apple and help each other out.
Oh, there's 2 worms in there?
Mm-hmm. And they're just happy
Okay.
little guys.
Happy little guys.
I want Poltergeist to be nice.
If I remember correctly, Poltergeist, if you will put you to sleep and suck out your life energy, I think.
It sprinkles some of its powdery body onto food and drains the life force from those who so much as lick it.
I guess we put it back.
That's not very nice.
Not very nice at all. I quite like having my life force.
I like breathing. I like existing.
I do too. I think Sinestry is also like that as well. I mean, if it comes from that.
Sinister.
It pretends to be tea, trying to fool people into drinking it so it can drain their life force. Yeah. Its ruse is generally unsuccessful. It prefers dark, cool, dry places.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So, I mean, it's trying to suck out your soul, but it's not kind of really good at it.
This silly little guy.
Yeah.
Now the terrible 3.
I'll put the Sinestry and like put it back as well. But Terrible 3 can get a slug of a swirly.
I agree.
At the highest degree.
Yeah. Oh, there's my tier list. I thought I accidentally closed it. Yeah, these guys are the worst. The worst of the worst.
They bullied our poor little girl Ogrepon, and they like then turned her into a monster because they're a bunch of jerks. No one should bully Ogrepon. Ogrepon's a precious little noodle.
They get
Speaking of
Slugma Swirlies. Ogrepon gets would commit AZ for.
Definitely. Ogrepon deserves all the best. We love our little Ogrepon. She is happy, happy, happy little girl. Give her head pats and all the mochi she wants.
Okidogi is aggressive.
And dumb.
Monkey Dory messes with people with psychic energy.
And is dumb.
And is dumb, yeah. Pheasant Dippity uses beautiful looks and lovely voice to the toxic stimulants emanating from the chain wrapped around its body. It beats its glossy wings to scatter pheromones that captivate people and Pokemon.
And is dumb. So
And
it
is
tries
dumb.
to mind control you, but is dumb.
Yeah. No, we love Ogrepon.
We love Ogrepon. I have a whole page in my Pokemon binder of Ogrepon cards. They're expensive.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they're actually not too expensive. Like
Oh.
Ogrepon cards usually go for like, if you're looking for the nice ones, they're like between 20 and 30 bucks. And if you're getting just like the normal EX ones, they're like $1 here and $1 there, so it's not that bad.
I didn't know that, like, I knew that the mask, changed attacks, but with the attacks where it uses its vines, it actually changes the vines.
That's interesting.
Archaludon.
I think he's really cool.
It is cool. It's a bit strange.
It digs holes in the mountain searching for food. It's so durable that being caught in a cave-in won't phase it. It generates static electricity. It beams launches when it's down on all fours. Are tremendously powerful. I know Duraludon isn't like actually bad either. The guy is like, he looks like a skyscraper. Hardness,
Yeah, I think it just vibes. It just wants food.
He just wants food. I'll have it as an outside pet. The thing is, okay.
Oh.
So being a steel dragon type, it's actually not that heavy.
Yeah.
It's 6 feet tall and 132 pounds. Now, if it has
Is it made out of
light
aluminum?
metal, yeah, it's probably aluminum. Because I know Archeralodon or Duraludon can have light metal or heavy metal, doubling or halving its weight.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't have light metal or heavy metal. It just got stamina and sturdy.
Yeah.
So it's generally not too heavy.
Archaludon is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 600 that is not a legendary, mythical, mega evolved, or pseudo. The Japanese Pokemon fandom includes it in a separate but similar group to pseudo-legendary Pokemon, namely the 600 Club.
600 gang, let's go!
Gang, gang!
Gang, gang. I'm gonna put it in top manners next to Lucario.
Yeah,
That's my preference.
I was thinking Treats on Command, but I think it might be a bit too big. So, we teach it manners, make sure it knows to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a cool guy. I'll just put him, put him right next to Duraludon. How do you feel about Hydrapple?
I think Hydrapple's cool as well, but I don't know how that Pokemon's gonna like vibe in a home. It's 7 of them in like one little apple.
Mm-hmm. The serpent in the center is the commander. Oh, that's funny. These Caprician serpents, spelled like serpents?
Serpents, okay, yep.
Have banded together. On the rare occasion that their moods align, their true power is unleashed. So...
They seem to have inconsistent and fickle temperaments and rarely work together on a team, or rare occasions their serpents moods align. Okay, yeah, cool. So this is the kind of Pokemon you kind of just like have as an outside pet and it just does whatever it wants. And
yeah,
on the odd occasion that it comes by and wants treats, you kind of just like give it treats.
Have an apple.
Have an apple. Do whatever you want, buddy. Hey, I need you to come over here. Can you help me out here for a second? Sure.
I'm putting you
I will
next
have
to
it like
Weird Ear.
high up. I'm gonna have it next to Leap and Credilli. Now we have the Gorging Fire or Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire. Massive Lion. Trying to see.
One short video shows it rampaging and spouting pillars of flame.
I'm gonna be real. We had to put Entei back because it accidentally made earthquakes every single time it like sneezed.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do the same for this guy.
I think this guy is also gonna make firestorms every time he sneezes.
Yeah. Where did I put Entei?
I can't find them anymore. There's over 1,000 Pokemon here, and a good chunk of them already put them back.
Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous Pokemon. I'm just gonna put him next to Pyroar. If I find Entei, then I'll fix it. Raging Bolt.
It's said to incinerate everything around it with lightning launched from its fur. That sounds really dangerous to have around you.
Yeah.
If you can do that even by accident.
Like, thinking about it now, I should just keep all the Paradox Pokemon together.
I think
they can be threats together. Yeah.
They can be threats together. If I can find them. I've lost all of them. They're just scattered throughout now. Then I think our last two Paradox Pokemon is like Iron Boulder and Iron Crown.
Yeah. I believe so. Oh, come on. Terrakion, or Iron Boulder is a Terrakion that has been modified by an evil organization.
So that's pretty... I think we gotta Slugma Swirly it because it's a
think we
threat
do.
made by an evil organization.
Man, I'm gonna move these around just a little bit.
They ruin... Evil organizations ruin all the cool stuff.
They really do. Oh. There was supposedly an incident in which it launched shining blades to cut everything around it to pieces. Little else is known about it. Or Iron Crown.
Very little is known off of it. There's so little known about it.
I mean, maybe it was an accident.
Maybe it was. I guess we can... I don't know.
I'm
I'll
gonna
put
say-
it, like, at
Go ahead.
bottom of, like, outside pet as well, like Virizion.
Yeah. If I can find it. There you are. I do like Iron Crown. I think Iron Crown is cool.
It is cool.
We got the turtle!
The turtle, I think we know where it belongs.
Would commit AZ for.
Oh, that's a little high for me.
No, I'd probably just do treats on command.
Yeah, I was thinking Treats on Command, like high Treats on Command. It's a good turtle. I've seen it like follow the protagonist in, what do you call it, Horizons around, and it just kind of vibes with them too. It's really cute.
It just vibes. The vibes are immaculate. I do really like the design. It has become one of my favorite Pokemon. It's so cute.
It is really cool. I have a gold Terrestrialized version card of it
Ooh.
somewhere.
I do
And then
worry
last-
about it for the future, though, because I think once we get to the next generation, if we don't have Terrestrializing, it's just going to lose the Stellar form unless it gets a special ability.
Oh no, we're gonna keep... Remember Pokemon Battle Masters, that game?
Oh yeah, we get every gimmick in that, don't we?
We get every gimmick in that.
That's
So even
gonna
though
be
it won't
fun.
have its Terrestrialized form in like base games, at least in the comp, we'll have it.
Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I think Petrunt is cute, but it's dangerous.
I think it's cute, but it also deserves a Slugma Swirly.
Yeah.
It enabled those idiots, and it didn't like even just like, oh hey, you need some power? Sure. No, it wanted those idiots to do things, and then it made our idiot friends do some really stupid stuff too.
Mm-hmm. They all had to do the chicken dance.
Yes. The little petcha. That is all 1,025 Pokemon.
That is quite a lot.
There's so much. My eyes are hurting.
Let's see.
Do you have any final notes, Anna?
I don't think so. I've got a lot of stuff to look at. Thinking I might play Pokemon Snakewood at some point. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Did you?
I also had fun, but this is honestly exhausting. There's just so
Yeah.
much reading and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it took us like what, a couple months to do all this?
Yeah. Took quite a lot. So. But, I still had a lot of fun.
I did too. It'll be fun when we try to do our next tier list. Maybe something not as exhausting.
Maybe. Well, thank you for having me. And
And
we
thank
will
you for having me.
we will figure out stuff and things for the next tier list that we want to do. And it'll be a grand event.
For sure. Are you doing anything later today?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing some more Hollow Knight.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be playing some Fantasy Life in about 2 hours.
Peak. I was going to get my prescription, but I think it might be a bit late now, so I have to get that tomorrow. But I'm gonna vibe for a bit before I start my stream, so we'll have to try and plan Marvel Rivals a different day, because I did not think that this one would take 4 hours.
No worries. I didn't think it'd take that long either.
In
In case,
real
thank
quick,
you so much for joining. Yep.
Can you send me just like a snip of your Pokemon that you have and would commit AZ for?
Sure. I will print screen and
just... you should be able to hit Windows Shift S to do the snipping tool, or search for the snipping tool. If you want to do print screen, that's fine as well.
Yeah, I'll just print screen.
Okay. But I am also going to download the list. Oh.
That's a huge list.
That's a chunky list. Don't want to create an account. Alright, well, I will see you later. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to see if there's anyone for me to raid. Oh, I don't think I have anyone watching right now.
No, me neither.
Oh well. It was still fun. Alrighty, well, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye-bye.